call. Thanks for being here. This is our first, well, I guess, no, you've done it a couple times now, but we're coming to you Facebook Live video. So we've got a great couple hours planned for you here. We've got a lot of cool information. The whole purpose of this call is we're going to be making this real for you. The reason why we're doing this live feed is because we know a lot of you, we've showed you product opportunities, we've brought you through the steps, but we've never really connected them together. So what I did today is, we talked about this last night, Matt and I. So this afternoon, what I did is I grabbed one of the opportunities that was presented to you in the 100 hot opportunities, 100 red hot opportunities. Having a hard time saying that. I grabbed one of them, and I'm going to walk you through the whole process of, if I pick that product, what I would do to ramp that product from 0 to 25K a month in sales as quickly as possible. So that's going to come to you very soon. We also have some really cool special announcements that we want to cover today. We've got this cool bonus that we're coming. Plus, we just have a really cool special thing for you. I'm thinking that's about it. Is there anything that you want to add?
No, thanks. Yeah, so I'm just verifying everything is looking good live. So what you can do is, as soon as you see us here and can hear us, go ahead and comment below. Just let us know that you're here. Let us know that you are listening to us. And we're just going to do a few finishing touches over here to make sure that we are ready to go. So,
awesome. So I'm seeing the comments coming up. I'm seeing some thumbs up. I see hey from Zach. I see Brad, Carmen, Braden, Itol, hello everybody, Kathy, John Carlos, so awesome. Good to see all you guys here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so while I'm doing this over here, Jason, maybe you want to just give them a little bit of a teaser in terms of what we're doing in terms of the gift cards we're going to be giving out and what they need to do.
Obviously we know your time's precious and we want to make this fun and engaging for you. So what we're going to be doing on this live feed is we're going to be giving 5 $100 Amazon gift cards to individuals. We're going to pick them randomly, actually, and we're going to pick 5 of them to get a $100 Amazon gift card. And what you need to do to qualify is you need to share this Facebook Live feed. So you're going to click the share button on the feed that you see in your Facebook account. Plus, you need to like the post. So if you share it on your profile so that other people can see you're part of this. Plus, give it a like. You're going to qualify for a $100 Amazon gift card, and we're going to pick those people at the end of this call. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. And again, you're going to want to stay for the whole time because we've got some great information for you, but we also have a couple cool bonus. Well, we've got one really cool bonus, but we also have a very special announcement that you're going to be very excited about that we're going to reveal to you very soon.
Yeah, so it looks like we're getting tons of comments over here. So we got Ronald Douglas, Blossom, Mike, Winston, Stewart, all kinds of people. So hopefully you already registered for the Facebook event. At this point, you're here with us live, so that's okay. So what you're going to want to do right now is go ahead and like the post. That's one of your entries for one of these Amazon gift cards. And so like the post and then share the post. Now, we know some people, because we know, believe me, we know the audience pretty well. It's like some of you, it's like, yeah, I want to start a business. I want to build a business. Maybe I already sell on Amazon. I want the whole world to know. Now, some people are like, well, I'm still working a job. I don't know if I want the world to know. So don't worry. If you're worried about sharing or liking or any of that sort of stuff, don't worry. But otherwise, go ahead and do it right now. That's how you're going to win these things. It's how we start to get to know you. And so, start liking and sharing right now. And that's how you're going to win one of the 5 $100 Amazon gift cards.
Very cool.
So we're going to be getting into the content real quickly here.
So I'm just wondering, I'm seeing a lot of people giving us the thumbs up. They're liking it. I see Carol gave us a heart. That's great. I'd love to see some comments from you. So I'm wondering, so how many people that are on live right now, how many of you have already signed up for ASM? So if you are a member, if you signed up for ASM 7 now, if you could just put a comment in, just say, I've signed up, or I'm a member, or anything like that, just to let us know that if you've signed up or not, because we want to engage with you and we want to see who's all on the call. So again, we're going to say hi to Jonah, Trevor, Dana. Then the comments just keep coming in, the likes and the hearts. So this is excellent. All right.
Yeah, so if you're just now getting with us, we are a few minutes into it. We're going to sit here and just engage with you all a little bit so we get everyone time to get on, because we are sending out an email right now. So hopefully you've checked out a lot of the videos we've been releasing for the past week and a half now, I guess, at AmazingSellingMachine.com. If not, you can always go watch those later. So hopefully you've been watching those. If you've watched some of those, leave us a comment below and just say, yes, I've watched them. Go ahead and put how many you've watched. Have you watched one of them? Have you watched 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, all of them, whatever your answer is, go ahead and put that in the comments below so we can see how much of this stuff you've experienced so far. So in the comments below, mark how many of the videos we've been releasing at AmazingSellingMachine.com for the past week and a half or so that you've watched so far. We want to see what you say in the comments, and then we'll get started on the content pretty quickly. And in case you're just joining because somebody shared this with you on Facebook or you just heard about this, what we're covering today is basically how to go from zero, meaning you're just launching a product on Amazon, to $25,000 per month on Amazon. We're essentially giving you a blueprint for doing this. So that's what we're going to be covering today. We've prepared a lot of stuff for this because, if you've been following what we've been releasing so far, we've talked a lot about product selection. We've talked a lot about suppliers. We have talked about marketing and everything, but we really wanted to put everything together for you so you can see how the whole process works. How do I go from brand new to Amazon to building a business that makes good money for me? Because based on the profit margins that we see, even being conservative, $25,000 a month in sales on Amazon is equivalent to about, say, $7,500 a month in profit on Amazon from your business. And Jason's going to show you that you can do this with just one product. So it's not like you have to have a million products. You don't even have to have your own website, to be honest. So one single product, $25,000 a month, and we're going to show you exactly how that works.
Actually, I want to bring a point up, or hit on that point that you just say. A lot of people often get into this, and we've already had comments from people like this, that they think, oh, I have to, start on Amazon, but also go all over the place. Like I should get my product on eBay, Walmart, my own e-commerce store, all of those kind of things. And we actually tell you, no, that's not true. Now, eventually you're going to want to, but that's one of the amazing things about Amazon, and we showed you this in the pre-launch videos, that about 45% of all online transactions right now, all e-commerce transactions are happening on Amazon. And one of the actual negative things that I see people doing is they get their product up on Amazon and they think, okay, I'm safe, I'm on Amazon now. Now I'm going to focus on my e-commerce store and getting it on different platforms. They actually lose momentum. There's so much opportunity on Amazon. There's so many free tools Amazon has. There's so many tactics and strategies. There's all the different marketplaces, such as in Europe and Japan, that there's so much opportunity that you want to focus on Amazon first and take advantage of that. Build yourself a huge business, and then once you're at the point where you have the time and the energy, you can start going outside of Amazon. But believe me, you're building a brand, so a lot of people are worried, oh, I don't want all my eggs in one basket. Yeah, but you also have to build a business first. If you're trying to be spread thin all over the place, it's going to hurt you. You pick a product, you really focus in on Amazon, get it ramping, expand, add more products, expand to different marketplace platforms on Amazon, and then you start looking at growing outside of Amazon. But if you start trying to grow outside of Amazon too early, you're going to miss tons of opportunity.
So we received a whole lot of comments. I was just checking that out over here. So I've got the comments over here. Jason's going to be running some screen recording over here using a pretty cool piece of software for Facebook Live. And so I'm just looking at this over here. Like, we already have 186 likes on this thing, 65 shares, 236 comments. The engagement is insane. And so if you're just joining on here, we're covering how to go from $0 to $25,000 a month on Amazon. And we're also giving away 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. And all you have to do to get those free gift cards throughout this call is to like this post. So like this, you're on the live video, you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and like this thing, and then also share it. Either one of those earns you an entry. If you want multiple entries, do both of them. Like it and share it, and that's how we're going to be awarding the 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. You literally do nothing else. We'll email you, if you're one of the winners, we'll actually message you on Facebook. We'll message you on Facebook, and we'll send it to you digitally. It's literally that simple.
So we have great training, and again, in a moment I'm going to get into that. I'm going to walk you through a real example of a product that I picked from the list of 100 red hot opportunities that you got. I believe that was in video 1. Yeah, video 1. So what I did is I just picked a product from in there, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how to go from 0 to $25K a month with that product. But we also have something else very special on this call, that especially for those of you that have either bought ASM or are on the fence and still not sure if you want to join, you're going to want to listen in, because Dennis Call, we have a very, very, very special announcement that you're going to love.
Here's Violet. Where did that go? Violet Vic says, "Are you two former TV hosts?" I don't know if I'll go that far. We are just winging it up here.
Yeah, we're just winging it. I hated my wrinkled shirt when I seen it, so I hope you can forgive me for that.
All right, so we are about 10 minutes into it. So I know some of you have been here since the very beginning. So I know a lot of people are probably still getting on. So don't worry. What happens with Facebook Live is that there's automatically a recording posted after we get done. So we're going to be here for about an hour. So we want you to stick with us the entire time. That's how you're going to win one of these 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. And we have some really exciting stuff coming for you. But if you have to leave or if you're getting on late and you want to see part of the thing that you missed, there's going to be a recording automatically posted here by Facebook. It just happens. We don't do anything. It just happens automatically. So make sure you take advantage of that as soon as this is all done with. So I'm going to hand it over to Jason in just a couple seconds. So what we're doing today, we're covering how to go from $0 to $25,000 per month on Amazon. You know, some of you, if you've been following the video series we've been releasing at AmazingSellingMachine.com, you know, we have members doing a couple $100,000 a year. We have members doing a couple $100,000 a month. We have some members that do $100,000 a day, meaning multiple millions of dollars per year. This whole spectrum is people that we've taught how to build this business. We've sold millions of dollars worth of products on Amazon. We've taught a lot of people. We estimate, and we don't have perfect data on this, but we estimate, sort of doing a lot of extrapolation based on members we know how they're doing and badges in our system and all that sort of stuff, that our members sell about $150 million per month on Amazon right now. Incredibly successful. So we see members all across the board, but you have to start somewhere. So what we don't want happening, and part of why we wanted to do this live video on this specific topic, is we don't want you thinking, you know, $1 million a year, that's a lot of money, or $2 million, that's a lot of money. Or like one of the screenshots we shared the other day, $5.4 million over the past basically 14 months. Somebody shared with us, just sort of came out of the blue and shared this. You're like, that's a lot of money. I don't know if I could ever do that. Don't worry, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. You have to take things like anything else one step at a time. So we wanted to get you over this kind of initial hurdle, which we consider about $25,000 a month. It's kind of a sweet spot for us. We do a lot of things for members that kind of reach over that hurdle and beyond. And so we want to get you from $0 to $25,000 a month, and that's what we're covering today. So we're going to give you a lot of good content related to that. We're going to do some live screen recording for that. And so Jason's going to cover a lot of that stuff. And we also have a big special announcement about ASM 7. Nobody knows about this. In fact, we just sent an email out to some of our close partners, and we didn't even tell them what it was. We're not telling anybody. It's literally being released live here, and so this is going to be coming probably about half an hour or so. We're going to do this big announcement that you absolutely are going to want to hear, especially if you've been checking out the videos at AmazingSellingMachine.com. So we have a big announcement related to ASM that's going to be coming up pretty soon. But for now, go ahead and just one last reminder, actually this will probably be one of another 20 reminders, is that we're giving away 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. Now I look over here and I'm going to refresh and I bet these numbers have doubled, but I'm seeing 407 likes on this thing, 91 shares, 330 comments. And so the way you earn one of the 5 $100 Amazon gift cards is below this post, like it, that earns you an entry, share it, that earns you another entry. And so we're going to pick from both of those lists. So I see 91 shares, probably keeps ticking up. So that's 91 people. So that you have a higher chance to win by sharing it right now. But like it or share, and you can use either one of those to get your chance to win one of the 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. And because this is Facebook Live, we should have a recording available immediately at the end of this. But for now, make sure you stick around with us live, pull out your pen and paper, get ready to take notes or take notes on your computer. And Jason, you can go ahead and take it away and let's start getting into the content.
Sure. So first thing I wanted to mention too as well, like I feel like we look like a talk show host because we've got this beautiful cityscape. That's actually the Austin skyline. We're in our amazing headquarters here in downtown Austin, Texas. So you're enjoying the beautiful blue sunny sky that we have today as well too. All right, so as we said, I'm going to walk you through a real life example of how if I grabbed one of those products in the 100 hot opportunities, that this is how I would go about doing this. Now, and the thing I want to stress too is I just did this afternoon, so it's not like I've been working weeks at this. I just did this. Took me about an hour and a half to put everything together. It's not a hard process, I promise you. And that's what's great about the training. We walk you through step by step how to do this, but I just want to make it real for you. So forgive me for a second if this is a little choppy, but I want to make sure I get this right. So share my screen. And I am going to pick, I want to start here. So the product that I picked, could you make, let's see if it...
Probably a few seconds delayed over here, but we'll see. So sharing the screen.
So this is the product I picked, and if you saw it in the 100 Hot Opportunities, this is the Titan Tool 11477 Ratcheting Wire Terminal Crimper. So this is the product I picked, and this product currently is selling very well. We were figuring it was doing about $35,000 a month minimum. With the current sales rate and its price. And the one thing I want to mention here with this price, so for example, this is a $21.66 tool, and so to get to about the $25,000 mark, we were, what did we say? I think we said 30 sales a day.
Yeah, so I have those numbers right here. So basically, for this product to get to about $25,000 a month in sales is 1,154 units a month, which may or may not sound like a lot, but 38 a day. 38 sales a day, not a crazy amount by any means.
No, and it's a very powerful strategy. It's something I recommend everyone do. When you start this process, start this business, figure out what your yearly goal is. So let's say, for example, your goal is you want to make $300,000 a year. So what you want to do then is divide that, and that's revenue, what we're talking about. So if you want to make $300,000 worth of sales, divide that by 365, figure out what your daily goal is, and that's what you start targeting for your sales on Amazon. Because then once you know you're averaging, if we know like 38 sales a day on average will get me to that 25K, that's a good target because you can see it right away, and then you start knowing, okay, I'm at 38 sales a day. Now I can start increasing that too. So always look at your sales per day. It's a great target. All right, so for this product here, first thing you want to do is you want to just do an audit of the listing. So I look at the listing, and I want to see if there's opportunity that I could see right away of how I could do a better job than this product so that I could actually compete with this already top-selling product and capture some of that $135 billion in revenue that Amazon has so that I can start making some of that money myself. So what I do is I look at this top product and I want to just see if there's opportunities. So right away, the first things I see, and I'm going to go into more detail on these, I see that while the image, the primary image is very crisp, very clear, they're only using 2 image spots. So I know there's an opportunity there where I can add more images, make the product look better. The title is very short. So they're missing a lot of opportunity with the title. So that's another very good sign. The bullet points, they need a lot of work as well. So right away I'm seeing lots of opportunity. 492 reviews for a top-selling tool. That is a very low amount of reviews when you consider the traffic that this market gets. So right away, I'm just seeing opportunity after opportunity of ways that I can actually beat this product. I scroll down a little bit. I look at the product description. Again, very, very poor product description. Another great spot. So right away, I feel, yeah, this is a tool I think I could do well with. Looking at it. Now, I'm pretending that I'm not even looking at the 100 hot opportunities. We've already flushed out that these are good with weight and everything, but you just want to make sure. So I'm under 3 pounds. My size dimensions are small. So I'm feeling, yeah, I'm pretty confident that I could do well with this product. So what I want to do next then is I want to go to Alibaba because I want to see if there's even a chance that this product is available. So make sure that the screen keeps up with me here. I'll just be 1 second.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think their whole thing is delayed.
Okay, so then going to Alibaba, what I want to do is, so I'm looking at this tool and I see what it's called is a ratcheting wire terminal crimper. So I'm going to actually just take that word directly, go to Alibaba, and I'm just going to see what happens if I search that directly. So right away I see there's 243 products available. So looking through them, I see great opportunities, lots of them. So right here, and what I'm loving about this, if you look right away, so this one, European style, it might not work, but look at these minimum order counts. 1 piece, 50 piece, 10 pieces. So professional wire crimper. So right away, I look at this. Oh, this looks like a great one. Good quality looking tool. And what I'm loving about this, it's a great looking tool. But again, if I look here, $5 to $6 per piece, and only a 10-piece minimum order. So this is a product that I could get into. Well, right now, looking, and it's going to be a little bit more than that, but, I'm $100. 100, and then you've got shipping and everything, but this is a pretty low barrier to entry product. Now, the one thing that I want to warn you about, you've got to look at it on balancing it. So when you're starting on Amazon, if you start with a really low quantity, you're not really giving yourself a chance to prove if the product's going to sell. We recommend you try to start with about 200 to 250 units of inventory, because when you put your product up on Amazon, you want to do a launch with it, you want to get some momentum going, and then you want to see if the sales take off by themselves. If you're only starting with 5 to 10 units, you can't do any promotion. You really can't do much with it. So you just want to keep that into account. But the cool thing about this opportunity is you start where you are now. You don't have, if you can only start with a couple $100 in inventory and that's all the room that you have, that's fine. That's where you start. Obviously, if you can afford more and you can buy more inventory, that is a benefit for ramping up quicker, but it's not necessary. So keep that in mind. So then what I would want to do is I would want to make a list. I would want to try to find at least 3 products that closely represent this product that I would like to buy. So this is a good one. If we go back again, here's another one. So you can see there's lots and lots of great opportunities for being able to find a really cool crimping plier set. So what you would do is you go to Alibaba and you start looking. Now remember too, like I put ratcheting wire crimping. I had a pretty long word. You can start smaller as well too. And the other thing I really like about this, if we look at this picture here, so this is this product. Sorry, let me close a couple things in here. So they have trade assurance. They've been verified for a year. They're looking like a good manufacturer. So what I would want to do is, and I believe we gave in video 2, did we give the template for reaching out to your,
yep,
I believe it's in video 2. So in video 2, if you haven't watched it yet, go to now.amazing.com. No, wait.
Just go to AmazingSellingMachine.com.
AmazingSellingMachine.com. I'm sorry about that. Go to AmazingSellingMachine.com. And in video 2, we give you a template that you can use for reaching out to your manufacturers, to the suppliers. So you're going to want to make sure you download that, and then you can just start reaching out to your suppliers. Now, obviously, I'm trying to go a little quick here for respect of time. So the first thing you do is you look at the listing. You look to see if there's opportunity on that listing to be able to make a better product. So we already know that the product's got a good BSR. We know that its bestseller ranking. We know that its weight and dimensions are good. We know that its price is good. Now we look at Alibaba and we look to see how much it would cost to buy and what the minimum order quantity is. So we know that we can make a profit with this. So right now everything's looking good. We've got lots of opportunity on Alibaba to be able to find a supplier. We've got a product that's selling very well, and so things are starting to look really good. So the next thing that I'm going to want to do is some keyword research, because as I said to you, there's a lot of opportunity on this listing to improve it. And so one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't realize is big manufacturers, especially big brand names, they don't really know how to leverage Amazon properly. And so when we're telling you that it's a level playing field, a lot of people think, people still look for brand names. And we're not saying brand names aren't powerful. In fact, we recommend that you build a brand, because eventually you want to be at such a point that people recognize your brand name, like the word Coca-Cola. You want to become a known brand. But with Amazon, where the traffic primarily comes from is just basic keyword research. People search in a term and then they look at the listing. And because you're on Amazon.com, right away you've got this social proof behind you that people trust. If you're selling on Amazon, you must be a legitimate product. And on top of that, we're going to show you how to optimize your listing better than the competition. So right out of the gate, you've got, this product looks cool. It's on Amazon, so I trust it. Plus, this product actually looks better than the brand name one, so it gives you a lot more credence. Okay, so what I would want to do now is start doing some keyword research. So I know that the term here, and Rich, could you just verify that you're seeing my screen properly? I'm on the ratcheting.
It froze, it freezes, and then moves forward again. So if anyone has that happen, just refresh the screen and it starts again.
Okay, so just...
Fine now though, yeah.
All right, cool. So what we're seeing is this is a ratcheting wire terminal crimper. So what I want to start doing is using the Amazon search itself to start telling me what probably some good keywords are. So when you go to Amazon, we're just going to go to Amazon.com. What you'll notice is that when you search, so let's put wire crimper. So you'll see that wire crimper comes up, but if you just put a space after that, it'll then show you, so you see wire crimper tool, wire crimper set, wire crimper ratcheting, that's a bit of a tongue twister, and it lists these words in popularity. So what this is telling you is that wire crimper tool is a more popular term than set, than ratcheting. So wire crimper tool, great word. Wire crimper ratcheting. So I want to start making a list of these terms that Amazon is telling me. But here's another thing. So what happens oftentimes is people will do this and they'll say wire crimper ratcheting, and they'll write down those lists, but they don't realize that, well, not everyone's going to start the search term with wire crimper. So if I know that wire, crimper, and ratcheting is in it, I'm also going to start making a list of words starting with the word ratcheting. So ratcheting, let's make sure, yeah. So ratcheting crimper, you see that coming up. So that's another good one.
And while he's typing that in, just kind of wanted to check back in with everyone. So seeing tons and tons of comments coming over here. So we're getting lots of good questions. We're going to do some live Q&A at the end. If you're just now joining us, if you got on a little bit late, we've been at it for about 25 minutes now. Facebook will automatically post a recording right here afterwards. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up, got a lot more content. We've got some big surprises coming up, including a big announcement for ASM 7. So lots of cool stuff coming up. Stay absolutely, if you can, you want to be here live. If anything happens, if you want to catch back up where we sort of started, or if you have to jump off or whatever, no problem. There's going to be a live recording posted here of the live video immediately after by Facebook. You can access that just right here or by visiting the amazing.com Facebook page. So we see a lot of cool people. We got people like Petro from Austria. We've got Charlie from Alaska, and a lot of people asking some good questions. So thank you very much for commenting. And just as a quick reminder, we're going to be giving away 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. The way you get those is, number 1, you like the post below, and number 2, you share this post on Facebook. So either one of those earns you an entry to get one of the 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. So thanks for joining, and Jason, feel free to keep going.
So once you have, you start making your keyword list. And so just to show you what I did is this now. This will catch up in a second, but you can see these are the keywords that I came up with. So what I did is I just started making a list of words, and then I used Google's free keyword planner tool. So the Google Keyword Planner tool is just a free tool. You don't necessarily have to use it, but I came up with a list of words, so I'm just going to walk through a quick little example. So I took the list of keywords I had, and on the Google Keyword Planner tool, and if you don't know how to find that tool, just type in Google Keyword Planner. There's tons of links. You can see free YouTube videos that show you how to use this tool. It's a great tool. And it's a great tool for free as well. So then what I did is I just typed in those different words, and I let Google at that point start telling me different keywords that I could use. So we're going to let this run for just a quick second. So you could see that it starts telling you some keywords. This is how the keywords that I got are ranking, but then it starts giving you these list of other words. And what was really interesting about doing this, and the reason why I think it's so important that you do this, is I found words in here that I didn't find from just doing basic research on Amazon. And one of those words, for example, as you can see here, is, and I don't even know how to say it right, I'm assuming ferrule crimper. F-E-R-R-U-L-E. If I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't even have realized that that was a potential term I could use. So then what I want to do is I want to go back to Amazon and I want to see, well, let's see what happens. And I see, oh yeah, sure. So right there, ferrule crimper is actually a word that people use. So that's going to be a keyword that I want to make sure I optimize for. So what you want to do here, and this is all covered in the training again, is you want to make a list of the keywords that you want to focus on for optimizing your listing.
So just so I can cut in here, so what Jason's doing is he's basically using Amazon's own search tool to find keywords. Then he's taking those keywords, he's plugging them into Google's tool. The reason we're having to use both is because Amazon doesn't give you data on, like, this keyword has this many searches, this keyword has this many searches. Amazon doesn't give you that sort of data. So you have to use something like Google, which has all kinds of data related to keyword volume, to find out relatively which keywords are more popular. So you're basically taking Amazon's data in terms of which keywords people are actually searching for, plugging into Google, in this case Google Keyword Planner, which is a tool within Google AdWords, and seeing the relative search volume of each. Because you may find that Amazon says, there's these 5 keywords for this product, in this case, this product Jason's looking at, and Google may say, this keyword is super popular, this keyword nobody ever searches for, this keyword is super popular, and this keyword is kind of in the middle. And so knowing that, will help you optimize your listing better on Amazon.
Absolutely. So a really important note too that I want to make sure you all understand is right now with the research that I'm doing, which I'm showing you, is to get just started. So your product is going to be the worst it's ever going to be when you start. And from that point, you're just going to constantly be improving it. So a lot of people get into this analysis paralysis where I have to get it started perfect right away. For example, the Google Keyword Planner, that gives you Google data. It doesn't give you Amazon data. And the important thing to note about that is you're not 100% sure that these keywords are going to be the best. All you're doing is you're using the tools available to give you some data, to give you suggestions on what most likely are the best things to move forward with. But what I'm going to show you is once you set up your product and optimize it initially, then you're going to be doing some things to allow Amazon to start telling you what the actual best terms are. And you might come out of the gate with the absolute best term, but you might not be. So that's why with this process, I'll explain that to you. So what I found when I did my keyword research, when I went through Amazon and typed in the terms to get a list and went to Google, these were the terms that came up after all my filtering that were the best ones to move forward with. These were the ones that had traffic going to them and they directly related to the type of tool. So the other thing I want to do with this is I want to pick out all the single term words. So for example, if you see under here, I have wire, crimper, tool, ratcheting, cutter, electrical, insulated, furl, strippers, connectors. Because I want to make sure that each of those words are mentioned in my copy different places. So in my description, in my bullet points, in my title, because these are the different terms that people are searching for. And I'm also noticing when I'm analyzing the competition is missing out on a lot of these terms. So this is how you're going to be able to get more traffic than them. The other really interesting thing that came out from this, and this is another reason I like to use Google Keyword Planner, is one of the top words that came up was how to use a wire crimper. And then you're going to see when I went in and started researching the products and looking at the reviews, the number one negative review for this product was people not knowing how to use this specific crimper. So I'm going to get back, but this is again why it's important to use different tools. This identified an opportunity for me where I'm like, wow, I think I can really compete and actually beat this guy and certainly do 25 grand a month following this system. All right, so now that I have my keyword research done, and I've looked at the opportunity, I feel confident that it's a good opportunity, I feel that I can optimize my listing better than the competition. I've done keyword research, I found the good keywords that people are searching for, and a lot of the keywords that our competition isn't using. So now I want to go through and show you how I would optimize my listing. So once I ordered my product, I talked with the manufacturers, and I got everything ordered, it'd be time to set up your listing. So these are the things that I would do. So the first thing you'll notice is with the tool again is, and I'm going to go right to the images on this one, and then I'll talk about the title. The image is a couple things I noticed. Again, so first of all, great primary image. The main image, as you can see when you mouse over it, it goes to it really high definition. Always make sure your primary image has a nice, crisp, white background and having a minimum of 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. You want it so that when people mouse over it, it's as if it's right in front of them, as crisp and clear and high definition as possible. Then their second image just shows the packaging. So while this is okay to show, something that popped up to me right away that I noticed when I was looking at these images, that this tool, this listing itself isn't even advertising, which is a huge selling point. If we go onto this listing and we go down, all of a sudden I see limited lifetime warranty. So they offer a lifetime warranty. Why would they not put that on their listing? If they, there's a difference between what you're allowed to do. If your product has a warranty, a lifetime warranty, you're allowed to put that on your listing because it's a manufacturer fulfilled warranty. Why would you not want to have that on your listing? That's going to help people drive more sales because people are going to feel much more confident. So right there is an opportunity I see right with those. But the other thing is they're showing no lifestyle images. Now when we say lifestyle images, what that means is showing how the product is used in real life situations. So it's one thing just to show the product, but we want to show the product being used. There's no reason why you can't show this product crimping wires. I would want to show the different wire sizes it has. I'd want to show someone, you wouldn't want a big strong guy using it. You'd want to show someone that looks like, oh, this is a super easy tool for even someone who isn't very strong to be able to use. You'd want to really relate to all the objections that people have. And one of the ways you get those objections, of course, is reading the reviews, looking at where people are complaining. And then that's where you create those images that really help show people that, no, this product is better than those other products, because look how easy it is, look how nice it looks, look how it works, all those things. Lifestyle images, very important.
So you said this product, based on your research, probably sells about $40,000 a month right now.
I think we originally said 39 grand, so 40.
Okay, so yeah, so this product right here that Jason's talking about currently sells about $40,000 a month. And like in about 30 seconds, when you know what you're doing, a lot of Amazing Selling Machine members, we provide training on all this sort of stuff. When you know what you're doing, you can look at this and you can find easy opportunities like this. This is how we've been able to do well on Amazon, how we teach people how to do well on Amazon. It's simple things. Like Amazon for this product probably allows 9 different images. They've used 2 very basic packaging images. But the thing is, a lot of times people want to know about this business, about selling on Amazon, selling physical products. They're like, oh, do I need to have a lot of marketing experience? Do I need to have technical experience, set up websites, or any of that sort of stuff? And I always say no. I'm like, the only main thing you need to know, and especially when building this business, is how to think like a consumer. If you're somebody, whether you live in a country where shopping on Amazon isn't really a big thing yet, or you live in the US or somewhere else where shopping on Amazon is a big deal, think about yourself. Step back from the shoes of the person that wants to build a business. Step into the shoes of the customer who's looking to buy a product. If you had 2 identical product listings, this one and another one, and the other one has 9 different images showing you all the different uses of this thing, what it's good for, what it's not good for, which one are you more likely to buy? Literally just a few extra images can not cost you very much money at all. And that's the only difference, is you thought as the vendor, the person building this brand, selling the product, you just went a little step further, created some nice images, and now you're beating this competitor all day long. You're likely converting higher, you're getting better reviews, and all that sort of stuff adds up over time, and you end up beating existing products like that. And Amazon sells millions of different products, so there's tons of product opportunities. A lot of them are even easier than this one, but this one sells $40,000 a month, and you could easily be beating out this product pretty soon.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's just amazing that you see a top seller with so much opportunity. So that shows you don't even have to be optimized to really dominate Amazon, but when you are optimized, when it's apples to apples, you just destroy the competition, and that's what you're going to find when you start with this. All right, so we've got the images down packed. So the next thing I noticed is the title. So the title is probably the most powerful keyword ranking component of the listings. Now, Amazon has its own, in-house algorithm. We have no idea how it actually works from a specific standpoint, but we have a general idea how it works. And very much so, and they've told us, and there's different articles about that, and basically what it just comes down to is doing this over and over again, you start to understand how things work. But definitely the keywords, your primary keywords in the title of your listing are the most important. Now then, other part of this, though, is you don't want your listing to be spammy looking. For example, you don't want to all of a sudden just have a list of a whole bunch of keywords as your title, because the most important thing here is making sure the user, the end user, the customer that's looking at your listing can understand what your product's about. So you need your title to be keyword optimized, but also very easy to read and actually describe what it is your product is. Because an important thing, let me just show this again. If I go, I'm just going to type in crimper tool. Remember that what you're doing is your title and images, that's your advertisement. And if you look at this, what happens, and there's that product again, people see the image and they also see, that's new, I've never seen Amazon show you the product information on this page. Always changing these guys, eh? Or that's one of the tools on the browser. So as you can see, you've got the titles and you've got the images. That's the main component of the listing that's actually doing the selling. So that's why you want to make sure your title and images off the top are so well optimized. So let's get back to that. So what I did is I looked at this title and I thought, well, how would I want to write this title if it was me? So a good thing to do here again, look at the reviews, read the competition, and kind of understand what people are looking for. Now, for the sake of time, I actually wrote this out here. So hopefully you can see that. So you can see the initial title. Let me actually get there, just so that it's a little easier to read. So the original title was Titan Tools 11477 Ratcheting Wire Terminal Crimper. Now, one of the things, especially once your brand's started, and a lot of people will tell you this right off the bat, put your brand name in your title. With your brand name aside, whether you want your brand name in the title or not, the important thing to do, though, is Amazon gives you a specific amount of characters you can use in a title. Different categories, for some reason, have different. Some of them are 150. I don't think anything is less than 150. Is it, Rich? I don't believe so, right? No. So 150 is the minimum, but some you can put longer. You want to optimize it and make sure you're using as many characters as possible to get the full benefit. So what I did is, using the keywords and using the list that I showed you of all the different keywords, I changed the title from Titan Tools Ratcheting Wire Terminal Crimper to Ratcheting Wire Terminal Crimper. Comfortable insulated grip with strong steel jaws for precise controlled compressing of wire and ferrules. So in my opinion, I don't know what your opinion, I think my title is way better than theirs. It tells you what it is, but it also brings in other keywords to help your ranking. And you'll often find that just by changing the title and adding a keyword in there, by the next day, all of a sudden you'll see that you're ranking for a word that you weren't ranking before, all because it's in the title.
Yeah, so Amazon has to figure out, for this product that may be brand new on Amazon, or maybe it's an existing product, how do they rank this product compared to everything else? A big factor in that is how well you've used the keywords in the actual product listing, which is basically your product page on Amazon that you get whenever you add a product to Amazon. So a few different places where you can use these kind of keywords, like Jason talked a little bit about keyword research, and so if you missed that part, you just joined, you can watch the recording after. So anyways, once you have your kind of keywords that you want to target for this, then you have a few different places you can put them. You can put them in the title, you can put them in the bullet points, description, and then what's called the back-end search terms, or what we call the back-end search terms anyways, is whenever you set up your product listing in Amazon Seller Central, where's it's the account you manage this whole business, Amazon actually has a couple fields in there that they basically ask you, what keywords is this product relevant to? You can type some in there, you could put them in your product title, you could put them in your bullet points, and you could put them in your description. Now, we are in touch with a lot of people that sell a lot of volume on Amazon, so we see a lot of data out there, testing a lot of people are doing. We're doing testing, and the title is one of, if not the most important place in terms of ranking for those keywords. So your biggest and best keywords that you want to rank for on Amazon, like Jason is showing you, you want to make sure they're very early on in your actual product title.
And what I recommend, and different people might tell you different things. What I personally recommend is, when you do all your keyword research and you find out which ones are the most popular, your top 3 most popular keywords are good to use in your title. Then you want to put the rest of your keywords in the back-end search terms and also mix them all around in your title, in your bullet points, in your description. But the biggest thing to remember is, don't keyword stuff. What you want to do is you want to make sure everything reads well and you fit the keywords in so that it still reads well but covers the points that you want to get across. All right, so you've got your title optimized. So now you've got a better title that's incorporated more words. So the word terminal is in there. Well, they had that. So we've got ratcheting, wire crimper, insulated grip, because we're researching for insulated handles, compressing wire end ferrules. This was another popular word. So I wanted to make sure to incorporate those in it. And I've done it. So I've got 3 terms in there that I wanted to help get rankings for. We already talked about the images. Now the next thing, this one really surprised me, and it's always funny because you'll see people put model numbers and all those different kind of things in the bullet points. These bullet points, as much as when you look at the page it might seem like it's just a small little area, people might overlook it, it's huge. And part of the fact that why someone might overlook this is because looking at that, it looks like a foreign language, Red 22-18 AWG. I don't even know what they're talking about there initially. And especially if it's someone that is pretty new to this, they're not going to understand that. What you really want to do here with the bullet points is think features and benefits. What is the benefit? What is the feature that this tool has, and what is the benefit of that feature? You want to take the opportunity to now show people that. Remember, people are not when you go into Walmart or any of your stores, you can grab the thing off the shelf, look at it, sometimes open the package, feeling it. You know what the product is. This is all on a website. So you have to be able to use as much information as you can to get across that experience to the end user. So don't just assume that a picture and a few words they're going to get it. You need to assume the opposite, that they don't get it, and your job is to make sure they get it. So what I did, again, to save a little bit of time, is I rewrote these today. So these are not the most perfect bullet points in the world, but I think they get across the point. Is the idea of what's the feature that this tool has, and what is the benefit to me for that tool. So what they had originally was ratcheting mechanism design with adjustable crimping compression. That's not too bad. The next one, comfortable grip and strong steel jaw with color-coded wire sizes. Okay, but then the next 3 bullets, they just show you the wire sizes that they can cut. So that's 3 spots right there where they could easily fit that into one spot, and you have no idea what that even means. So what I did instead is I changed it to my first bullet point in high, nice big capitals. I say high quality. Made of high quality strong steel along with comfortable insulated handles, so you can ensure this crimper will be at your disposal for many years to come. So they know that this is a high quality tool. It's not going to be something that's going to break right away. Safe and easy to use. Ratcheting mechanism designed with adjustable crimping compression makes it 50% easier than standard crimpers. And I want to show you something because this is important, where I even got that from. So when I was on Alibaba, what I was doing is I was looking at the different products, and what I found is this one here. When I look at this professional, you go down and you look at product details. And I think this was the one. Of course it's not. That's not the one. So on one, sorry, this is the problem with doing it live. It said right on it that is 50% easier to use than standard crimper. So right away I thought, oh wow, if they're saying that there, why wouldn't I want to say that on my website? I want to make sure that, on Amazon, I want to make sure I'm getting across all the benefits. Color-coded. So one of the other things that tool has is it's color-coded. So the cool thing about that, crimper is clearly color-coded with the corresponding wire sizes, allowing you to work quick and mistake-free. Step-by-step instructions include. So let me step back for a second. Where I got these, it's really important to note, I'm not just making these up. What I did is I look at the product. I look at what the product wrote up for its description, all those kind of things. Then I look at the reviews. And you want to look at all the reviews, the positive and the negative, but I like to look at around the 3, 2, 1-star reviews and start looking at what people said. Then you want to look at Alibaba too and see what they explain, what they describe the product as. And what you want to do is use all that information together, taking really the pain points of people's reviews, and what the pain points came across were poor instructions and, what was the other one? Poor instructions and, it didn't crimp totally correctly. So I'm going to get to that in a minute, but this is huge data because this is your competitor that you can now know this, insights into how you make your product better. So again, that's why it's important to add this, because if people are on the other product and they're reading their reviews and they say, oh, no instructions come with this one. Well, I want to make sure people know instructions come with mine. So I put step-by-step instruction included. Comes with clear instructions so you can achieve a perfect crimping technique as fast as possible. People were complaining about that. It wasn't crimping right. It was falling out. I want to make sure they know, no, mine works, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it.
Yeah, so there's kind of 2 things he's doing here. One is he's trying to get the product to convert better. So you got a product up on Amazon, you're ranking for certain keywords, maybe you have a little bit of advertising going, you're doing all the crazy interlinking that happens on Amazon and the million different sections they have where they feature products. So you're getting all these people hitting your product page on Amazon. The more you get of those people to buy, the more you convert of the people who visit your product page into buyers, the more money you make. And the other benefit to this is when your product converts really well, Amazon basically sends it even more traffic. You'll rank higher for keywords and other things like that, so you'll get more traffic. So it's kind of a compounding effect there. And so while Jason has gone and looked at reviews and that kind of thing of competing products and found out some things that competitors either didn't have or they weren't calling out, by him addressing those in the actual bullet points, when somebody, a random Amazon shopper, is looking to buy this kind of product and they scroll down, and maybe they've just looked at 5 of these things, but you're the only one who mentions that you do that thing that all of the other products may do as well. It may be the same product at the end of the day, but you're the only one calling it out, then you get the sale. And if that happens enough over time, then you'll get more and more and more sales, which means higher rankings on Amazon, which means more sales, which can turn into more product reviews. And that's how we have people, and we've done it ourselves, have scaled from zero to hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars on Amazon. Just doing things 10% better. A lot of things 10% better than competitors.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're 100% right. Like, I wanted to mention this too, and I'll get back to this in a second. One of the things we tell you hear these great numbers that we're talking about, people doing $1 million a year, making all these sales. Remember, this is like, what if you just made an extra $1,000 a month? Like, imagine what that would do for you. Like this, and I promise you, once you start this and you start making the extra $1,000 a month, you're going to be like, oh, I can do more. This is so easy. I can do more. And when we say easy, I want to make sure you understand this is still a lot of work. You still have to work your business. You want to work it to grow it. But at the end of the day, you're in control of how much you want to do. If you only want to spend a couple hours a day doing this, well, your results will follow. But once you're getting into this, if you want to dedicate full time to this, man, you can grow this huge. And that's why we have students doing $1 million a month and more.
Yeah, so we actually had somebody like just, we've had like 700 something comments on this thing so far, but a few minutes ago, so we had somebody who mentioned, like, because we're talking about, like, in case you're just joining, we're basically teaching people how to go from zero to $25,000 a month on Amazon with a single product. We had somebody who said, like, I'd be ecstatic if I just had $5,000 a month going on. No problem. You start somewhere. So basically you start from zero, and then kind of the first benchmark we consider is like $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $25,000 a month, $50,000 a month, and it keeps going up from there. I mean, we have members doing over $1 million a month purely on Amazon. So,
and the reason why we know these things too is we're constantly, like, we really believe in gamification, meaning that we need you to be involved with the process and get rewards. And so we have badges in our system. So when you achieve a certain milestone, you get a badge. And then we actually give rewards for people once they achieve certain badges. So for example, when we were, I believe it was in Barcelona and in Austin, we did a special mastermind group for a special dinner for, I think it was 25,000 or more.
Yep.
And we thought we didn't know how many people we get. We ended up filling the room with about 180 people. And correct me if I was wrong, in Austin or in Barcelona, what was the average monthly?
I think a couple $100,000 a month.
Yeah, it was like $150,000 a month was the average person doing that. So that's how we know how students are doing. We engage with them. And we're only giving you data on the students that have actually interacted with us. And that's how we're able to say that we estimate our students are doing on average, all collectively are selling $150 million a month on Amazon altogether. It's incredible. All right, let's get back to this example. So with my bullets, the other thing that I did, you'll notice that in the original bullet, so if we should go up here, you'll see they had on each line the wire sizes that you could do. Well, what I did is I researched to understand what those wire sizes mean and what the tool does. And so then what I found out, well, this tool is designed from 10 to 22 gauge wires. That's what that means. So what I did instead is made that all one bullet point and made it as a feature designed for 10 to 22 gauge. And then I explained to them, crimps the following insulated and waterproof terminals. And then I gave that number. So instead of 3 lines that really mean nothing to the end user, I condensed it to one and made it made sense and to be an actual benefit to the user. Then the last line, as I mentioned to you earlier, I looked at the packaging and saw they had a lifetime warranty. So if this was my product, I would have that in my bullet point. I would say lifetime warranty, insulated grip for professionals working in, oh wait, yeah, that was a faux pas there. I didn't upgrade that one. So this lifetime warranty, you would actually want wording in there that related to your lifetime warranty. So I would have something in there like, you're protected for the life of this tool, that we guarantee that if anything goes wrong with it, contact us and you're protected. Something along those lines. So now we've got an optimized title, we've got better images than the competition, we've got better bullet points. The next thing that we're going to look at is the description. So one of the things that, this is a pet peeve of mine because I see it happen so many times. People seem to just assume that the description, they just put a little description of what the product is. Again, you need to sell. Right now, how many times do you see a Coca-Cola advertisement? How many times do you see Ford advertising? All these big name brands. They know that they constantly need to be communicating to you. When you're trying to sell, you constantly need to be telling the end user why you're the customer, why you're the preferred choice. You have to keep it in front of them, and you can't assume that they already know these things. use the spots that Amazon has given you to be able to give that information. And when you look at this product, when I scroll down, the first time I scrolled through it, I missed the description. Oh, I just did it again, actually, because it's so small. I mean, it tells me nothing. It tells me only what was already described in the bullets and the title already. So in my opinion, this description is pretty much useless. It's a garbage description. You get to put, I can't remember how many, I think it's 1,000 characters, or it might be more than that off the top of my head right now. But you have an opportunity to put a lot of content in here. And the whole point is you want to sell. So make sure you explain all the benefits, why they want to buy your tool. This is your opportunity in the description. Plus, you want to mix in your keywords. So you want to make sure that in your description, you're putting the search terms you want to rank for. Make sure it's properly white space. Don't, like if you, let's say for example that your description is 10 sentences, don't make a big block of just 10 sentences. Format it so there's lots of white space. And what I'll do in a moment, actually, I'll research a listing to show you an example of a good product description versus a bad one. Actually, I could probably do that right now. I know we hate doing things like this, but let's...
Yeah, so just so you know, in case you're getting on here live, so I kind of want to mention something. We're over 10,000 views at this point, which is pretty insane. And so what we'd like you to do, we have over 780 likes, 264 shares, 762 comments. And so what we want you to do right now is we have a lot of cool stuff coming. We've got a huge announcement about Amazing Selling Machine 7 coming up very soon. We've also got a lot more good content coming. And you have the opportunity to win one of the 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. So the way you do that is, number one, you just like the post, super simple. And number two is you share the post. Either one of those earns you an entry into the contest. Now, in terms of sharing, right now, there's about 3 times as many likes as shares. And so for at least a couple of the gift cards, we're going to pull only from the shares list, which means that if you're one of those people, you have a higher chance of winning. But do both. They're obviously both free. So do both, like it, share it, and that'll give you the chance to win. And you share this great opportunity with people. You know, we've had the privilege of being able to change lives in over 100 different countries with a lot of people that were either in debt, they didn't have a job, they got laid off, they were in some tough financial situation, or people who just didn't feel like they had enough freedom in their lives. We've had people that owned like a local chiropractic business, husband and wife, and I believe it was the husband, his whole family lived in South Africa, and they'd been married for like 10 years. But the wife had never been able to go with him to meet his whole family in South Africa because they had to sit there and spend time running the business, the local chiropractic business. But then they learn how to do this, what we're teaching you right now, and then now they have the freedom to basically run their business. They already had a successful business, but run a new successful business from anywhere in the world. So you also have the opportunity to share this with people, not just so you can win a gift card, but also to help change a lot of lives yourself. So like it, share it, and if you missed the first hour or so of this, we're about an hour into it, don't worry, as soon as we get done here, a recording's going to be placed immediately. It automatically happens on Facebook right here, so you'll be able to catch the entire thing, the entire recording afterwards. Make sure you watch it as quickly as possible. There's lots of good stuff here, and you don't want to miss out. Now, if you happen to lose the post or something like that, just go to the amazing.com Facebook page, and it'll be sitting there right at the top. So if you have to drop out or you want to catch the whole thing later or something, make sure you watch this thing as quickly as possible. It'll be right here, and it'll also be on the amazing.com Facebook page.
We also, stay tuned because we have a really special announcement. So if you, whether you have signed up for ASM 7 or on the fence, you are going to want to stay tuned for that announcement because it's a great one. So that's coming very soon. All right, so just real quickly to show you, so if you just came on, what I'm doing is on video 1, when you go to AmazingSellingMachine.com, video 1, we gave you 100 red hot opportunities. What I did is I picked one of those opportunities. I'm walking through the process of how I would take that product to be able to go from $0 to $25,000 a month on Amazon. I showed you that how their description, and so what we originally did is we started with the product title, the images, and the bullet points, and now we're down on the description. And as you see with this example, I'm going to show you a better example, but it's still not that great. So just a real quick one. Where did I put that? Right there. At least they're putting more in there. So you can see this is an opportunity to sell the product. Make sure you're using the description. Don't get lazy. This is the part where you really want to tell them, this is the product, this is why why we recommend that it's the best product out there, this is why you want to buy it, this is how you use it, all of those great things. That's what that's for. So then you'd want to have, again, you'd have your title, your images, your bullet points, and your description. So what else do we need to cover on that? Oh, so the other thing you want to do, and I kind of, what else can you do to make your product stand out? So again, we talked about making sure you look at the reviews. So what I did, I'm going to go 492 reviews. We'll go to the reviews. And then the first thing I do is I just click on the 1 stars. So then I would click on the 1 stars and I would just start looking at what the different reviews say. Now, something to really realize here is that I would say the biggest amount of negative reviews on a good product is operator error, meaning that the end user doesn't know how to truly use the tool. Because when I see a tool that has, it's got all of these good reviews, but then it's got these negative reviews saying not worth the money, 1 star, poor quality. Well, why is this one saying poor quality when other ones are saying high quality, great tool? You'll see there's awesome product reviews here. Well, that tells me that chances are there's probably really poor training for it. So looking at that, I'm like, okay, so there's some negativity. I see this one, too hard to release handle. Oh, okay, that's interesting, meaning because it's a ratcheting tool that it's hard to release. So that's a complaint. So you want to start making a list of what the repeat items are. You don't want to write down every single item and try to address every negative review. You want to look for the recurring themes. So then I would go to the 2-star reviews. And I would start going through again and look to see what are the things that people are complaining about. And then what I would do is I would eventually go and I would look at even the 5 stars, because something that stood out to me about this is if we go to the tool and we look down at their reviews, better than your standard crimpers that comes with wires. So this is a 4-star, but this stick out right away. These didn't come with any instructions on tips. So I'm seeing a repeated pattern here of reviews saying, I don't know how to use it, it doesn't seem to be working for me, there's no instructions. So then scrolling down again, and I'm sure I seen there was another one in here. I know there was, but I'm not seeing it right now because it's going to. But there's different areas where it said no instructions, was hard to use. So you want to make your list. So what I found is, so looking at the reviews, 3 things became very clear to me. Is that number 1, you need better instructions. And number 2, there's a few reviews that people were saying it was too hard to release the handle. The ratcheting was too hard to disengage with. So what I would want to do is I would want to make sure that number 1, with my product, I include a great training guide. Now, here's the problem. So, for example, you look at this product and it's like, well, look at the packaging. Like, where are you going to put instructions? Well, don't forget there's the back of the package, but this is where things like product inserts come in really handy. So one of the things you want to do here is you want to be able to create an insert that grabs the person's attention. And an insert can be a little card that you have in the package. It could even be a sticker. So on this product, you might have a sticker on the back of it, so when they take it out, it says get free training. Or what I would recommend is have an insert. If this already has, if you know this is a good quality product, this one exactly, and let's say you say, okay, I'm going to give a 1-year warranty on this, right default, so you have on the listing, comes with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. What you can do is an easy system here is put an insert that says, go here now and get a free upgrade to a 5-year warranty, plus get free training videos on how to get the absolute best use out of this wire crimper. Now, I mean, you got to massage those wordings a little bit, but the whole point here is address right away how you can get the best user experience for the customer right away from the get-go. And by giving them training, by giving them a benefit right away, any little issue that comes up, if they have a negative feeling, so if they get the package, open it up, there's no instructions, they don't really know how to use it, and they kind of mess up with it, they're going to be like, oh, this is garbage. I don't want this tool, it's garbage. However, if they open it up and they see there's clear instructions, then you might even say, and free troubleshooting guide. That's another important one. So not only training, but a troubleshooting guide. So if you're having issues with this, oh, they have a troubleshooting guide. I'm probably doing something wrong. Let me go check that out. A very simple way to get positive reviews, because that's a really important thing here. When you have your product, you don't want to be getting negative reviews. Like, it doesn't matter. You can sit there and say, it's not my fault, it's not my fault. Well, yes, it is. Even though it's the user's fault for not using the tool right, it's your fault for not instructing them how to use it right. Your job is to make sure that they can consume what you're selling them as efficiently as possible, meaning that they can buy your tool and start using it and feel happy with it right away. Because what's going to happen from that? You're going to get a positive review out of it. Those positive reviews, you start getting social proof, people starting to brag about your tool. It's an easy way to fix a problem of people not knowing how to use your tool. And I know we're late on time, so I'm going to just try to...
So one thing to kind of clarify is Gabrielle Obregon asked a question like, how do you get these inserts created? So the way you do that is, in most cases, a lot of cases anyways, the manufacturer will do it for you. Or you can find like anybody who prints something like a business card, anybody who prints a business card in the US, for example, they can typically print a card that will go in the kind of packaging. Could be a business card, could be a postcard. The actual packaging itself is normally done by the manufacturer. So that's the simplest way to do it. So if we're talking about just the product packaging, let the manufacturer do it. If you're talking about putting a package insert into the packaging, either the manufacturer asks them if they can do it. I would say half the time they can, half the time maybe they can't. And then when they can't, all you have to do is go to a business card printer and be like, print these business cards. Here's the address to the manufacturer. Go send them there. Even if it's over in China and the business card printer's in the US. Not a big deal. These things don't weigh very much. Doesn't cost very much. So it's pretty simple once you know how to do it.
And I've had no problems with any of my manufacturers doing inserts, and they're very easy. Obviously, they'll charge a little bit, but it's usually like 10 cents an insert. And believe me, we're not even, sometimes 5 cents. Very, very cheap. So it's not an issue. So then, there you go. So you've got your images are better, your title's better, your bullet points are better, your description's better. You've researched all of the data given to you from Amazon about what the reviews are, what people are looking for, and you now put a better product package together. So you've got a product that the listing's optimized, the product itself is better, meaning that it's more user-friendly, you've got instructions included, you're addressing the issues people are complaining about. So now you're ready to launch your product. So once you've got all that stuff optimized, the first thing you're going to want to do is what?
I was looking at this thing.
Oh, get reviews.
We've got little hearts flying across the scene.
Oh, that's cool. So the first thing you want to do is get reviews, because you know, and you'll get different stories on this. At the end of the day, you want to have at least 3 positive reviews on your listing right away. Yes, you can search Amazon and you'll find the odd occurrence where a top-selling product is brand new, doesn't have any reviews on it. Don't bet on that. Don't go to the bank with that. You want to get reviews. Think of it yourself. When you're searching on Amazon, all things equal, if one product has no reviews and one has 3 5-star reviews, I don't know about you, but I'm going to be a lot more prone to trust the 3 5-star review product than the other one. So you want to get some reviews. Now, ideally, you have double-digit reviews, meaning you have at least 10. The more reviews you have, it helps, but initially you just want a few reviews. Now, I want to address something real quick. So what I'm going to recommend you do when you get your product right away is ask friends and family. Now, people are like, whoa, I thought Amazon doesn't want you doing that kind of stuff. Amazon doesn't want you doing incentivized reviews. What that means is you cannot advertise, I'm giving away this product for free in order for you to give a review. Or I'm giving you 75% off in order for you to give a review. Amazon says, nay, you can't do that anymore. Don't do that. But what you can do is give someone a product, and once they start using it, say, hey, if you liked it, can I have a review? Or you sell the product, and once they buy it, you can ask for a review. There's nothing wrong with that. It has to be it's called post-purchase, right? Yes, it has to be a post-purchase experience where they've already got the product. It's theirs now. There's nothing you can do about it, and you can simply ask them for a review. Now, the other thing here is asking friends and family. You're asking friends and family to help you out. You approach them and you say, hey, I'm starting this new business on Amazon. I'm selling this product. It would really help me if I could get a couple positive reviews, if you guys could go on there and leave a review. Now, whether that's gray area, I don't know. All I know is that family and friends are there to help you. You just want to get a couple reviews to start. It's an easy way to get going. After that, you want to use a system where you have a solid product with exceptional customer service. Big thing here, if someone orders your product and for whatever reason, if they don't like it and they want a refund, don't stomp your feet, don't get upset. just give them the refund. And that's actually one of the cool things about using Amazon's FBA service. They handle that all for free, or not for free, but they handle that all for you, so you don't have to worry about that. But the thing here is, you remember, keep your customers happy. If you have a good product, you're still going to get the odd refund. Don't worry about that. You won't even be able to pay attention to those. But what you want to do is you look through, and when you see people refunding, when you see people doing that kind of stuff, you want to reach out to them. You want to email them. You want to be able to contact them through Amazon's system to be able to find out, how can I make this a better experience for you? I'm so sorry that you didn't like my product. Our goal is to give exceptional customer experience to all of our customers. Obviously, we failed you. What can we do to help? Let them keep the product. Like, that's the big thing. What I do, honestly, is I don't want my customers sending my products back. We get such low refund rates that I'm just like, just keep it. I want you to be happy. And that all virtually eliminates a lot of negative reviews, because to me, one-star review is totally way worse than me having to let the guy keep the product. And you might say, oh, won't people kind of take advantage of that? It's not I'm sure there's just, people out there that would probably take advantage of that. It's so small, I wouldn't worry about it. Your goal is to keep your customers happy. So you want to get reviews. You want to get at least 3 reviews. Next thing you want to do is, when you're in Amazon, you want to fire up Amazon sponsored products. And what they have is they have a manual campaign and an auto campaign. Right away, you want to start with the auto campaign. And the big reason here is, when you did your initial market research, keyword research, and optimized your listing, you're just guessing. This is the power of Amazon's products, is their product ads, is you run the auto campaign, Amazon's going to start telling you what keywords people are researching for. And with the data you get, you're going to see not only what keywords people are searching for, because Amazon's going to try to show you everywhere they possibly can that they think is relevant to your product, but they're going to show you which keywords are actually converting. So then what you do is you run the auto campaign for a couple weeks, then you export the reports that you get, and you start looking, what are the highest rated keywords, which means what are the best keywords that Amazon is using right now for sponsored ads that are running, that are getting me the most sales. And you're going to then go back in after a couple weeks and re-optimize your listing, ensuring that you're focused on the absolute best keywords. You're going to want to create a Facebook offer. Again, a lot of this is covered in the videos on AmazingSellingMachine.com now. And I believe it was video 3, we went through this whole process about using a coupon deal on Facebook and another launch. In fact, we give you a light launch blueprint that you can use that is very effective for getting your product started. But that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to get your product reviews up. You're going to want to set up an auto campaign on Amazon, and then you're going to want to do, you won't be optimizing your listing yet. You'll let the auto campaign go. And then what you're going to do is set up a Facebook coupon offer. This is going to start to drive sales, because Amazon has, it's kind of like this loop. What happens is, as you start getting more sales, you start ranking better. And as you start ranking better, you start getting more sales. As you get more sales, you start ranking even better, and it starts working like that. That's why you want to throw a whole bunch of traffic at it. So you set up your Facebook ads, giving away the coupon deal that was covered in video 3 on the AmazingSellingMachine.com. Next thing you want to do is, after you've got that set up, it's always good, write some press releases, get some other content out there. Wait a few weeks. Check to see what the auto campaign results were, optimize your listing, and then set up manual campaigns. Because now you're going to have this auto campaign that's going to give you all this data. You're going to now want to set up manual campaigns, and we cover this in the training, the Amazing Selling Machine membership. We go into great detail into this, actually. But you're going to want to set up manual campaigns so that you can really start targeting in and refining the search terms that you go for. You're going to obviously want to set up social accounts like Facebook page, Twitter accounts, all of those kind of things to get communication going. You want to get communications out, information out, because you need to put your product in front of your consumers. So you got to go the places the consumers are. They're on the social profiles. They're searching the web. The cool thing is, with an example like this, a tool, for example, my father-in-law, every night, because they stay at our house quite often, Every night he's on his iPad looking through YouTube, because he's very much a do-it-yourselfer. He loves to fix things, build things. He's constantly looking at content online, free content that is explaining how to do things. In a tool market, how perfect is that? You can start saying how to use the wire crimper set, how to do wiring, all of those kind of things that are related to that topic that'll drive traffic. Because you can say, today this video I'm going to show you how to install a light switch. It's brought to you by the Titan whatever wire crimper. Look below this video and there's a coupon. You can save 20% off this. Great way. You just flood the internet with as much content as possible. And really, that's it. That's the simple launch process. I don't know if there's anything else I need to add on that.
That's it. An hour and 15 minutes later.
Yeah, I told him I'd do this in 20 minutes.
Yeah, so it's obviously... Oh, go for it.
No. Then the next thing is another cool thing that let me show you this real quick. So the Titan tool. So one thing that's another thing. So a lot of people are like, oh, how many products should I sell? You want to start with one. Trust me. We've been saying this over and over again. People that start with too many products, they get spread too thin. It hurts. Start with one product. Go through the whole process. Learn how Amazon works. Learn how all these systems work. And then once you're established and comfortable on Amazon, that's when you can start expanding. But you don't want to expand right away. But then you ask, well, what products do I expand into? Well, funny you should ask that, because Amazon, again, reveals that all to you. When you're on the listing, just scroll down. Customers who bought this item also bought. Amazon's telling you right there, look at all these other products. Obviously, if it's a crimper set, they're going to need these little crimper items. There's different types. There's a wire splitter, because this wasn't a wire splitter. There's a stripper. There's a wire stripper. Wires, like there's so many products in here that you can start. Obviously, we're seeing a little bit of repeat, but that's a great starting point right there. And now you're in the tools industry. I mean, there's like electrical tape, there's work gloves, safety equipment. I mean, there's so many products you can expand to, but Amazon tells you right there. The other thing is to frequently bought together. You want to pay attention to that right away. To me, my first step on this product, if I was selling this crimper, as soon as I got it established, you'd be guaranteed that I would go into this, whatever this thing is here, these little wire sleeves. I would go into that right away, because Amazon's telling me that's the most popular product people are buying. Why wouldn't you want to offer that to them? So I would start expanding that way. All right, I know I jammed that down your throat. It's a lot of information. You can watch this recording over again. But remember a couple important things. First of all, the whole point of that was to show you how I grabbed one product from the list of the 100 Red Hot opportunities, and how I would use that product, and I would look at the product and figure out how to beat the competition and grow that product from $0 to $25,000 a month. With that said, another few things. Remember, on this call, we're giving away 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. How do you get those gift cards? How do you get them, Matt?
Jason probably wants to take a break from talking. So, so you win the 5 $100 Amazon gift cards, one by liking this post. So right now, before I refresh, I see 925 likes so far. So let's see if we can get over 1,000 in the next few minutes. So you like the post. That's one way to win, because Facebook automatically lets you see all the people who've liked the post. So you can like the post, and you can also share the post. So each one of those earns you an entry into the contest to win one of the $100 Amazon gift cards, which there's 5 of those. So like the post, share the post. Now, if you've been here for a while, what I'd like you to do, and if you heard a lot of the great stuff Jason just covered, which, believe it or not, is the tip of the iceberg, and we'll talk more about that in a second, but if you like what Jason had to share, here's what I want you to do right now. Put a little $ in the comments below and press enter. That'll post a little $ there, lets us know that you're liking this content. I've heard a lot of good comments already, so post a little $ in the comment below. Leave that as a comment so we can know that you're getting a lot of good value out of this. If you joined late, or if you want to rewatch something, a recording will be automatically posted right here. It just happens automatically on Facebook, fortunately. Or you can just remember to go to the amazing.com Facebook page, and we'll have it pinned up there for a while. Or you can just dig through the post and see it there. So you can access the recording here or on the amazing.com Facebook page.
Ooh, we got a double $. That means you're double happy. That's great.
Yeah, so we see a ton of those flooding in here. So
oh, Colin, $6 That's fine.
So yeah, awesome. So believe it or not, oh, he's got some water for you.
Oh, what a man. Thank you. Topo Chico. There we go. Thank you.
So believe it or not, all the stuff Jason's just covered is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to doing this business. We've been selling on Amazon for years and years. We've both sold millions of dollars worth of products on Amazon. Even more important for us is that we've taught more people how to sell on Amazon. We estimate our members right now do about $150 million a month selling products on Amazon. In most cases, these people started with zero experience. They had never built a business before, usually working a job, and they built businesses using our training on how to sell on Amazon and how to build a real profitable long-term business. You're not tricking Google or doing some funny internet marketing stuff. You're building a good, solid, legitimate business. You're just building it way faster because you're leveraging the power of a massive platform. Amazon did about $135 billion in revenue last year. If you check out some of the videos we've been releasing at AmazingSellingMachine.com, you hear kind of why we think that Amazon could easily be doing $300 to $500 billion a year in revenue in just the next few years. Absolutely insane, but that's the growth path that it's on right now. So if you get in right now and building this business, using what you've learned so far, using a lot of other stuff we can help you with, you can build an amazing business on Amazon. And the good thing is that if you do it the way that we teach, it's your business. It's not something, Amazon can really take away because it's your brand, it's your products. We're teaching you how to build your own list of customers, your own list of leads. So at the end of the day, this is a brand that you start on Amazon, but can scale to wherever else you want. You can scale to Amazon's international platforms. You can scale to your own e-commerce store, to other e-commerce stores. We've had people that sell products on Walmart now, in actual Walmart stores and Walmart.com, but it all starts with Amazon. Amazon is a massive threat. It's where we really know how to help people start and scale. And if you already sell on Amazon, like I've seen somebody posting here, let me see, I took a few notes here. So, let me see. So Paulo Castro says, I already have my own product on Amazon, and I want to learn how to optimize this thing. We have a lot of people that were already doing some sort of volume on Amazon, but they never knew how to actually do it right. Supposedly, there are like 2 million sellers on Amazon. I think 1% of 1% actually have any clue what they're doing. Yeah. And so the vast majority of people are sitting there like, yeah, it's easy to throw a product up there, but how do you actually get this thing to rank? Or even more problematic, how do you pick the right product in the first place? So product selection, finding suppliers, listing optimization, some of the stuff Jason covered related to keywords, actually doing the launch part of the marketing. So you come from nowhere to getting a product on Amazon, launching it to the top of search rankings on Amazon. Very important, how you get reviews and how you turn all that activity into ongoing sales and profits for your business is all stuff that we've included in a brand new program, brand new version of a program called Amazing Selling Machine, or this version is ASM 7. So it's basically broken into 4 components. So the first component is what we've been talking about, is the 8-week online web class. So 8-week online web class is basically walks you through from the very beginning, regardless of where you're starting out. I know nothing, I've never built a business. I have a business, but it's not this business, or I already sell on Amazon, but I don't know how to do it the right way. So wherever you're at, it starts from there. Walks you through product selection, suppliers, doing your branding, creating your own brand of a product. Very simple once you know how to do it. Getting your inventory, doing your right listing optimization, including images and keywords and sales copy and all that good stuff so you sell really well on Amazon. Launching the product to the top of Amazon using a highly effective system that's working very well right now. And then how you produce ongoing sales out of all that. And then, lastly, one of the last things we cover is you've got this one product that's doing really well. How do you multiply this business by launching multiple products? Because the cool thing is on Amazon, you can leverage an existing brand. So you build it with one product, then you do multiple products. So like the example Jason was showing today, we've been talking about going from $0 to $25,000 a month. This product can do about $40,000 a month. But let's say all you ever do is get to the $25,000 a month. Let's say if you're like, you know what? I want to get to $100,000 a month. That's 4 products. So all you have to do is do the same exact process, go modules 1 through 8 of Amazing Selling Machine, and launch another product, and then another one, and then another one. And the good thing is each time you do it, it's faster than the first time. Because the first time is built to start you from you have zero resources. You don't have a social media following for this brand. You don't have an email list for this brand. You don't have ways to link to your existing products on Amazon. But once you get that first product live and it's doing well, then your next product, you can leverage all those resources. So it basically allows you to speed through that whole process and make your success faster, which is how we have people that we've taught this business to that have gone from zero, no experience, to one product doing well, to doing $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, $250,000 a month, $500,000 a month, $1 million a month plus. Absolutely insane, but it's pretty simple math when you look at it. So that's what the 8-week online web class is all about.
So another important thing with the 8-week online web class is it's not just video. So what it is each module is tripped out to you once a week, and each module covers a specific topic with very action-oriented training. The videos are between 5 to about 15 minutes long, and there's about 10 to 15 videos per module. Each video also comes with an accompanying PDF training guide. It's not just, a lot of times training will come with, they'll say a PDF that's just a transcript. Well, transcripts are pretty much useless in my opinion. This is an actual training guide where the PDF accompanies the video to even give you better results. Plus, each lesson comes with, we have a Q&A system, so if you have a specific question about a lesson, you can ask questions about it and get answers right there, because we want to make sure that there's no stone left unturned, so we want to cover everything. Plus, each week with the online web class, we have an online coaching call. So we have a live coaching call at the end of each module to cover everything so that we can make sure before we go to this next module, there's no questions left unanswered. So that's with the 8-week module.
Yep, so that's component 1 of 4. Component 2 of 4 is what we call the mentor program. So if you've been on here since the beginning, we're about an hour and a half into it. You've heard Jason kind of talking with somebody in the room. So his name is Rich Henderson. He's been very successful with his business, and he leads a team of people that have, on average, sold about $1 million on Amazon in their own businesses. We've brought them on, and they're amazing people. They've been successful. They love helping people.
Huge hearts.
Yep. So we've brought them on to basically be there to help you. So you join the program, you go through all the videos, which by the way you can watch anytime you want. So if you're busy, you got a job, you live in some different country, doesn't matter. You can watch the videos anytime you want at your own pace. So you're watching these videos, you're like, I got a question that didn't pop up in one of these videos. No problem. Or I'm having some issue going on with the supplier or with the product or whatever. So no matter what the issue is, they can help you out, and that's what they're there for. So our whole goal is that you're successful with this business. And so we put in everything we possibly can to make sure that happens, and the mentors are a huge part of that. So that's the second component of Amazing Selling Machine, or ASM 7. The third component is the private and exclusive community. So you've heard us talk a lot about members this, members that. So we have thousands of members. If you look at Amazon, we used to be able to easier to tell who the members were and who they weren't, because the ones that were really doing things right, but a lot of people copy them and stuff. But a lot of the people doing a lot of volume on Amazon are Amazing Selling Machine members. Being an ASM member really gives you a huge advantage over other people selling on Amazon. And so we've got tons of members that have been very successful. They've been in your shoes. They've watched a video much like this one. They've built this business, so they're very grateful and they love to give back themselves. We have members that are, selling as much as $10 million a year with this business. Absolutely insane. And so we have people from all over the world, members from over 100 different countries. So if you're sitting there thinking, like, I'm in such and such country, can I do this business? The answer is yes. We've helped just about everybody from about every different country you could imagine. So no matter what country you live in, you can do this business. A lot of cases you'll be selling on Amazon.com in the US. Don't worry, not a problem at all. So no matter where you live in this business, where you live in this world, you can do this business. And we have members from just about everywhere. So chances are you'll be able to find someone you can even interact with that's in your area. We've had people that we found out lived in the same neighborhood, literally, that are doing this business.
Yeah, just blocks away from each other.
Yeah, and we have members in some places that do meetups that have, 30, 40 members sitting there in the same city. So not going to promise that'll happen depending on where you live, but it is pretty crazy. That's an important point. Like, the one thing with this, when you're doing anytime, when I started online years ago, you feel alone. You're working in your house, your family and your friends don't often understand
We understand that, and that's why we have this powerful community. And believe me, the closest friends I have right now, I mean, I have great friends too outside of this, but I've created incredible friendships with people that I've met through this, because the quality of people you'll just find absolutely incredible. But it's because they're so helpful. Everyone wants to help everyone else succeed, because it's, you know, it comes back. If I help you, you're going to want to help me, and it's absolutely beautiful. And the mentors are there to help you through that process. So not only are other members who are very successful and they're helping you answering questions, you've also got dedicated people that are dedicating time every day in there helping you. So I believe that was the third
so that's the third component. And so the fourth component is brand new for ASM 7. It's what we call the Private Resource Vault. So this is a collection of resources, once again, to speed up your success. We include templates, literally copy and paste templates you can use to source products. So you want to message a supplier, you've never done it before, you copy the email, you paste the email, and you can use that to source products. We have our personal contacts that we use in our own businesses selling physical products for things like freight forwarders. So if you're shipping a product from China, a lot of times people are very confused about this process. We've taught people how to do this. Not a big deal, especially when you use our own personal contacts for that kind of stuff. Just send them an email. They've done this a million times. Say, I need to get this product from over there to Amazon. No problem. They'll take care of it for you. These are people we literally use in our own businesses, so they know what they're doing. Very good at it. So freight forwarders, product photographers. A lot of times people want to know, how do I get product photos done that are good, high quality? We include photographers that can do kind of the white background images that in some cases are required by Amazon. And we also include photographer contacts that can do lifestyle photos, really no matter what kind of product you sell. And we include a whole lot of other resources, software discounts and all kinds of other stuff in there. We value, or you could value, this private resource vault at probably about $10,000 alone.
Easily, yeah.
And so this is just one of the 4 components of Amazing Selling Machine. So we've got the 8-week online web class, the mentors, we've got the private and exclusive community only for Amazing Selling Machine members, and we've got the private resource vault. And so all of this stuff, you know, a lot of times people want to know, like, you know, is like, what does it cost to start this business and all that sort of stuff. The price of this program is $34.97. So we've sold it for as much as $5,000 in the past. It's been closed for 18 months. And so right now it's only $34.97. We want to get a lot of people in here, and it closes very soon. It's not available for very much longer. The thing is that you may know who we are, you may not know who we are. We get referrals from all kinds of existing members. You've seen a lot of them commenting here. If you scroll through all the comments, you'll see tons of them. Past ASM members saying we're great people, saying we've helped them change their lives. If you're an ASM member, by the way, either you just joined for ASM 7 or you're a past ASM member, comment below and just let them know what you think about ASM. And you'll see, if you're watching this thing, pretty quickly the kind of reputation that we have. But on the other hand, we don't need you to completely rely on that. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, which actually doesn't even start until April 29th. So you have a few days. It's actually longer than 30 days. So it ends on May 29th. So you basically have until then to try all this stuff out. You can try out the training to see if we actually know what we're talking about, though I'm sure if you watch this whole video, you'll understand we absolutely do. There's a reason people have been so successful, but you get to try out the training, you get to try out the community, try out the mentors, try out the private resource vault, and if for whatever reason, by May 29th, you decide this isn't right for you, we'll give you all your money back. It's that simple. There's really no questions asked, none of that sort of stuff, and so it's either $34.97 up front or 4 monthly payments of $9.97. Pretty low barrier to entry, considering a lot of businesses, if you wanted to get involved, any kind of real business, could cost easily hundreds of thousands of dollars. A lot of people go out there, get business loans and all that kind of stuff just to start a business. This one doesn't really require any of that. Now, in addition to the training and everything with ASM, in terms of, you know, hard business costs, really the only things involved are, we try to eliminate everything else with the private resource vault and all of that, is mainly just inventory. So some people spend as little as like $500 on inventory, or as much as a couple $1,000s. Depends on the product, depends on how much you dig, depends on your risk tolerance, how much money you're starting with, but it can be started with very little. I mean, the example that you were actually showing in here had a very low MOQs, or minimum order quantity.
Some of them you could order 1, or you can order 10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, one thing to note, though, like, I want to make sure people realize this. Like, the cool thing about this opportunity is you can start where you are now. So if you only have a couple $100s to be able to start for inventory, what that means is you'll have less selection of products, but you can still start. You just realize, okay, I might not be able to pick this product, but I can start with this one, start generating the revenue, reinvest the profits, and now I can expand and start going into these other products. Or if you do have, a little bit more resource capital to be able to invest, obviously that opens up the amount of products that you can start with, the type of products you can start with. But remember, that's what's great about this, is you can start where you are now. You don't need to start with this huge investment. We do recommend, though, for getting the best traction right away, you start with about 200 to 250 units. But if you can't afford to start with that and you have to start at a lower area, that's fine too. So one thing I wanted to stress too is, so the doors close Friday at midnight. And Module 1, so when you do sign up, if you haven't signed up already, which I encourage you to do, go to asmnow.com and sign up. The 30-day refund period doesn't start until Module 1 releases. And Module 1 releases on Monday, so you have 30 days from that point. And what happens is on Saturday, Module 1 will release. Then the following Thursday, we're going to and actually on Saturday, we have a kickoff call. And the kickoff call is just to welcome you, kind of give you a quick summary of what you're going to expect over the next few weeks. And then Thursday, we're going to have the Module 1 coaching call, which will cover everything covered in Module 1. And then on Friday, Module 2 will open. And every Friday after that, a new module will open. So that's what you can expect as we start going. So now, with that being said, do we want to get into something special here?
Yeah, so we've got a couple really cool things. So one of them is a pretty crazy announcement that this is one of the things we were talking about. If you've been here since the beginning for about an hour and a half, we told you we had a big announcement about ASM 7 for you. So what it is that you know by now that you basically have a standard 30-day guarantee. You have a full 30 days after you join the program to try out the community, the training, the weekly group coaching calls, the mentors, and everything else, private resource vault, full 30 days to try everything out. And now each module is released one at a time, 1 week at a time. And so you may be thinking there like, yeah, but like, what if I really want to give this business a try? And what if it doesn't work out? What if I invest money in an inventory and I'm in month 3 and the thing still doesn't work out? What happens then? I've spent some money on inventory. I'm now past the standard refund period. What do I do? Am I just kind of out this money? What if I do all this stuff and I still don't make any money in this business? So we are covering you even in that case. So we're introducing, as of right now, it's the first time anybody's hearing this, what we're calling the ASM 7 buyback promise. And so what this is that basically you have a full 6 months to do this business, a full 6 months to do this business risk-free. And then if at that point you decide that this isn't right for you, I've got my product live, it's not working out, then as long as you meet a few requirements, which we'll talk about in a second, as long as you meet a few requirements, then we will basically give you a full refund on whatever you've invested in ASM 7, whether it's the one-time payment of $34.97 or however many payments you've made of the 4 payments of $9.97. We will give you a 100% refund on that, and we'll even buy your business for the cost of the inventory up to about $1,500. So you get all your money invested back in the program, and we'll buy your inventory for up to $1,500. Then we'll basically get on a call with you, we'll exchange the money, we get the account, and then we will take over the business and we'll build it for ourselves. Mm-hmm. That's how confident we are in this business. Now, we need to make sure you earn the badges on time and that kind of thing. So
and
we'll probably
follow
need to
well, yeah, and I get if you want to do that, a couple things I want to say. So, 2 things that are important here. Number 1, you take action, and number 2, you follow directions. If you take action and follow the guidelines, the guidance that we give in this training, that's how confident we are that you, by September, are going to be very happy with what you created. But we know that you're sitting there, and I know a lot of people look at $3,500, that's a lot of money. Well, first of all, that drives me nuts, because if you look at how much is a degree? You go to college, it costs you $15,000. What does that get you? It doesn't guarantee you a job. It certainly doesn't guarantee you income like this business can create for you. And in fact, it doesn't guarantee you anything. What we're doing is we're showing you how to create a real business. This isn't a little fly-by-night opportunity. We're not teaching you how to do a Facebook campaign. We're not teaching you how to do some little niche. We're teaching you an entire business model. So first of all, to say that this is overpriced is ridiculous. If anything, it's dramatically underpriced. But we want to be able to help you. We also want to price it at a level. We only want serious people. We don't want people that are sitting there just saying, oh, I'll buy this, but I'll get to it later. No, we want action takers. Because the people that do best with this business model, the people that get in there, know that they can do it, and they take the action. They implement the training and follow the steps. So we're so confident that you'll be ecstatic with what you create and see the long-term benefit that we're telling you that if you sign up now, that you're going to have 6 months following certain criteria. And what this criteria, it's nothing ridiculous. It's just making sure by certain timelines that you, for example, that within a certain timeline you've ordered inventory. Because we don't want all of a sudden you coming to us and saying, no, I still haven't ordered inventory, give me the refund. It's like, no. Part of this is about you taking action. So order the inventory, and if it doesn't work out for you, then we can talk. But that's the idea, is we're so 100% positive that you will love what you're doing, that if you implement everything, follow the instructions, which Matt's going to talk about in a second, that we're not only going to give you a refund of the price that you paid for the course, but we're going to buy back up to $1,500 on top of that of inventory and take over your business. Because we know if you follow the instructions, if you've done everything, we'll buy that from you. We want that. So, it's an awesome thing. So.
Yes, like Jason said, really with any of these requirements, we're not trying to make you jump through a bunch of hoops. This isn't some weird sweepstakes thing where you have to do all these crazy things to even get value out of it. We just want to make sure you do the business. Because at the end of the day, you could do the standard 30-day guarantee, do absolutely nothing, and on day 29 be like, I want my money back. Fine, here you go. But for this thing, we're giving you a full 6 months. We want to make sure at least you're trying.
Yep.
Because in any business, in entrepreneurship, in building businesses out there, you have to do stuff. You have to work. You, a lot of cases, have to work pretty hard to make things happen. We are helping you dramatically speed up your success, but at the end of the day, you have to take responsibility for your own success. You have to do the actions. As good as the training is, it'll do nothing for you unless you go out there and do stuff in the real world. We walk you through everything you need to do, so there's no excuses why you can't be successful with this, but you do have to take action, and that's all this stuff is trying to make sure you do. So first off, you just have to sign up for ASM 7 by this Friday. Pretty simple. Next up, by the basically May 29th, the standard refund date, you have to earn the setup profile badge, the ASM Facebook group badge, basically just showing that you've joined those things. Breaking the cycle badge, very simple. Seller Central setup badge, takes 5 minutes. You literally go set up a Seller Central account. Opportunity Finder badge, meaning you've just created a list of opportunities using what's in the training. The Found Supplier badge, you looked for some suppliers, and my first inventory order. So by May 29th, also, you must have placed your first inventory order, and it has to be of a total value, because most cases it's a 30% deposit, and then you pay the 70% whenever the inventory is actually ready. So as long as you order at least $1,000 worth of inventory by May 29th, you're good on that requirement. In most cases, that's only $300 out of pocket. And then you also, by July 29th, earn the My Brand profile, meaning you've chosen a brand, and inventory arrived at FBA by July 29th. It means you've moved things along, you've pushed things along, whether you're shipping by sea or you're shipping by air, that gives you plenty of time to get your products live. Then you have to make sure you're regularly posting in the Facebook group, and watch all the videos is another.
Yeah,
big
we want to
requirement.
make sure, that's the other thing too. We don't, we want to make sure you're following the system. So the other thing is by July 29th, we have to see that you've watched all the videos, that you've, I believe because I believe it's the 20th of June or around the 16th of June, Module 8. So that'll be the last module. So that means you have a full month and a half after that still to finish going through the training. So that's the other thing. We don't want you thinking we're trying to jam this down your throat. No, we've sat there and said, okay, what's realistic? What's the fastest someone can progress through this? And then what's realistic that if someone who's a little bit slower going through this, and I don't, takes a little bit more time, what's a realistic number? So we're telling you basically you have 3 months from now to be able to get all this stuff done. That's huge. It's a full month after the 8 weeks is over. Awesome opportunity.
Yep, and the only really remaining things are you attend either the live group coaching calls or watch the replays. Pretty simple. You do all the steps in the marketing processes that we teach you, because you can't just throw a product up and just hope something magic happens. We have a very step-by-step linear process for you to follow for marketing. You do those steps, And basically that's it. As long as you do all this stuff and contact us by September 29th, letting us know you want to take us up on this, then we'll just do a little call with you, make sure you've done everything, and then that's it. You're pretty much out. We'll negotiate. We'll sort of arrange with you to pay you the money. We'll probably need a little tax form, and then we'll basically take over your account, and we'll be off and running, and you'll be out with zero risk whatsoever. Yeah. So this insane thing is called the ASM7 buyback promise. So first off, you're covered by the 30-day guarantee. You sign up now, you literally can get a refund anytime up until May 29th. And you're also covered by this additional ASM7 buyback promise for basically a full 6 months. So that's a huge announcement for ASM7. So even if you've already signed up for ASM7, you're covered by the same exact thing. If you sign up now, you're also covered by this.
So that's not all.
Yeah, so there is one more thing too. So hopefully, we're about an hour and 42 minutes into this. And so this is only for people who sign up right now. So we know one of the big sort of areas of uncertainty people get into with this business, which a lot of people sort of power through this, but a lot of people have a lot of uncertainty, is they've done all this product research, they found suppliers, they've evaluated samples, done all that kind of stuff, and then they're like, okay, I've got a handful of products, how do I choose the best one? Like, I'm nervous, I've never done this before, because once you choose the product, you kind of got to commit to it for a little while, because you order some inventory, you go through all the steps, and it'll take a few months before you really realize the full value of that product. So a lot of people get kind of stuck, and they get a little uncertain right in that area. So what we're doing, if you sign up right now, before this live stream goes off, if you sign up right now, we're giving you a special mentor product selection bonus. Basically what we're going to do is you get to, when you get to that point in the training, you've created a list of products, you can basically choose up to 3 products, send them to a mentor. We'll help coordinate all this with you. Send them to a mentor, and they'll tell you that if it was their business, which one they would go with. This can be incredibly powerful. I've done this for other people. So we're bringing on some of our very successful mentors. Remember, most of them have done, on average, about $1 million in sales on Amazon, so they really know what they're doing. And you can send them a list of 3 products, and they will tell you that if it was their own business, which one of those 3 they would go with. This can give you a lot of certainty. And heck, if all of your products, for whatever reason, you've really gone a different direction with the training, they'll let you know that too. They'll say none of these products are good, which can also be very useful information.
Huge,
yeah. Yeah, so that's basically the product selection mentor bonus, and it's only available right now. So the way you go join and claim that bonus is you go to asmnow.com. So I guess we'll see if we can pop that into the chat real quick and pin it. And it sounds like Rich has already done that. So asmnow.com, that'll take you directly to the order form for Amazing Selling Machine. Jump over there, sign up, grab your spot, and then do one last thing. In the comments, put in big capital letters, I just joined. I just joined, and that's how we'll know. We'll have our support team go check. They'll message you on Facebook and coordinate about giving you this bonus, because you have to go through some training, obviously, pick your products. So it's going to be a couple weeks, but we'll make sure you're tracked. We'll create a list of you, and we'll make sure you get the bonus. So go to
really important, a couple things. Sorry, asmnow.com, but here's a couple important things. Number one, this is an exclusive bonus, meaning that it can't be accompanied with other bonuses. So if you were on a different call or had a different bonus presented to you, this bonus is owned. So if you've already gotten a different bonus, you can't claim this one. This is only a one-time, so anyone that signs up right now, or if you've not claimed any other bonus and you signed up from ASM7, you can get this one. But the way to get it, and there's no exceptions, because once this call's over, if you try to lay a comment and it's like, sorry, the call's over, you won't get it. You need to put a comment now. What's the comment?
The comment is, I just joined, all capital letters. I, and then J-U-S-T, then join, J-O-I-N-E-D. I just joined. As soon as you grab your spot, and that'll let us know. It'll be really easy to pick out. We'll be able to message you and make sure you get that bonus.
So an important thing with messages on Facebook, if you're not friends with the person messaging you, there's the other comments that you can look. So make sure when you come back in, if you do that within a couple days, that you make sure that you see the comment in there. And if you have any questions whatsoever, if you do that and for some reason nobody reaches out to you, go to support@amazingsellingmachine.com. Just show them a screenshot of the comment that you made. They can go in and verify it, and you'll be set. So don't worry worry, we'll cover you on that. So again, special bonus. So two things. Number one, we've got the huge, the crazy, the buyback guarantee, meaning that you have a full 6 months. We're going to give you all the details for that, so it's very crystal clear, meaning that if you buy, and you're going to have 6 months as long as you follow our system, follow our guidelines, hit the criteria we say, that you have a full 6 months to do this business. And by September, with your product up and selling on Amazon, if you're like, you know what, guys, this isn't what you promised me, this isn't what I wanted, this isn't working out for me, then you'll not only get a refund, but we'll buy your business back from you up to $1,500, and you can walk away. Now, again, there's going to be some criteria, which we already walked through. You can rewatch it on this video or just wait until we put the page up. Number two, so not only have you got that, also, if you sign up on this page, on this day right now, asmnow.com, you're going to get the free mentor bonus of a product selection review, meaning that you're going to go through the training, pick your 3 products. Then we're going to coordinate this to you. You're going to send your 3 product choices to one of our mentors who, out of all of our mentors, they each altogether have averaged at least $1 million in sales. They're going to look at your 3 products and give you their honest opinion, if it was them, which product they would go forward through. So something to note too, you might not hear what you want to hear. They might tell you, honestly, I wouldn't go for any of these products. That is extremely valuable. So no matter what, this feedback is going to be huge. And then you need to comment in the list under this video, I just joined, in all capital letters, before this call is over, and you can qualify for that. So
yeah, so we got a lot of people posting that they've already got this. So we've got Tremaine, we've got Cindy, we've got Nanda Laku, David, we've got Bob, Toby, Jason, Ayub, we've got tons of people, Simon, Ariel. These are all people that typed in I just joined. So we got
Awesome.
Willie, we've got Lloyd, we've got Sergio, we've got Rachel, tons of people. So we got Larry, KN, not sure what the name is, AJ, we've got Jordan, we've got Cyprian, MD, we've got Helen, Larry, Dimitri, Jennifer. They just keep coming in. So awesome. So we are super excited. Yep, we're super excited about having you inside of the Amazing Selling Machine community. You know, the amazing thing about all this, is like, you know, we've done a lot of live events, right? So we've done big live events, we've done small live events, and all that sort of stuff. So the good thing about this is right now we're talking online. So we're seeing your comments, but that's basically the extent of our interaction. We've got a lot of people that we've seen live, face to face, and it's always an incredible experience. It's always really reinvigorating for us, because we'll sit there and we'll hear these people's incredible stories. You know, the first live event we ever did, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, it was kind of funny, because at first, like, I had never really done, like, I guess, a whole lot of public speaking, especially never put on my own live events. But then you get a lot of people coming up to both of us that are like, you changed my life, you changed my life. I'm just like, yeah, you know, it's just because, like, we're on stage, there's a whole, like, celebrity effect, and, you know, but then, like, when another person's like, you changed my life, you changed my life, you changed my life, that's when we knew this thing was real. That's when we knew the impact this kind of program was having on people. And so the cool thing is, now when we see you posting this kind of thing, I just saw another one from Adina saying I just joined, is that we know we're hopefully at some point going to see you in person. We know you're a real person at the other end of this thing. You're not just somebody signing up for something online. We know you're a person that has a family you want to take care of, whether you've got kids or parents or a husband or a wife or whoever. A lot of times people join and they want to free up their spouse to basically be able to not have to work, 12 hours a day. They want to be able to travel. They want to be able to spend time with their kids. They want financial freedom and all this kind of stuff. And so it's really cool seeing you sign up, because when we say the Amazing Selling Machine community, we mean it. These are real people that are getting together, that are meeting up, that are talking with each other, building relationships. We've had crazy things happen, like people literally meet and then they're married. Extreme example, but it's amazing. So yeah, thank you and welcome to the community.
Yeah, and when I just got to verify what he said. Oftentimes when you can't see the forest through the trees, and sometimes obviously we're very busy. And we're really focused on helping people, and a lot of times you get worn down, and it's just you feel like oh, you can't see the benefit. And then we go to those live events, and when you have people wrapped around the room waiting in line to come and say thank you. And it's often kind of awkward at times too, because it's like, well, I should be saying thank you to you. You're a customer of mine, and we are so thankful. But we've been able to offer something that's so much changed their lives. It's given them hope. We've had people that said, they got into a car accident, and they were crippled, and they felt like there's nothing they're going to be able to do. And all of a sudden they've been like, you're giving me a purpose. We've got people that have taken this business. Actually, one of our testimonies, Peter and Adina, who they live in Romania, couldn't speak a word of English at first, used Google Translate. We're working as like waiters and waitresses and stuff like that. Now we're running a business, and the last year they've been able to do it for $1 million. But not only that, it's changing lives because they're using their money to build a school for their son to be able to offer other kids a better education to pay back. So they're changing lives, and you're going to find you're part of a community that it's just about paying it forward. Everyone is so encouraged to make this world a better place, to work together, to help people. And this is all about, one of the challenges that we have, one of the passions, I should say, that we have is about freedom. And when we say freedom, we're not saying that you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. But in the truth, it really is that. You still have to work. So I'm not saying that you're not going to, you're going to be able to just stay at the beach all day. No, but you can sit at the beach all day with your laptop. Because you're not limited. You don't have to go into someone's office. You can literally, as long as you have an internet connection, you can do this from anywhere in the world. You don't have to answer to anyone but your customers, obviously, but yourself. It's so powerful, and that's something, we often do mastermind trips, and that's one of the things that you hear over and over again. It's like the freedom. I have freedom to be able to do the things in my life I want to now, and I'm loving. People love creating this business because it's doing something. We've had these questions too. First of all, this has nothing to do with anything like an MLM or anything like this. You're building your own brand. You're building your own brand leveraging Amazon. The reason why we want you to start with Amazon off the bat is because right away, 45% of all e-commerce transactions last year were on Amazon. Amazon.com alone has 95 million monthly searches, and that's just the .com. It is a huge platform for starting. The conversion rates, we have products doing over 30% conversion rate. That means that I'm not saying, click-through rate. I'm talking about conversion rate, meaning that 1 in 3 people that land on your listing buy your product. Now, I'm not telling you that's going to happen all the time, and we tell people to shoot for about a 10% conversion rate, which is still 1 in 10. But that's because you're using Amazon. Amazon is a huge source of buyer traffic. A few years ago, Eric Schmidt, who used to be the CEO of Google, said their number one threat is Amazon because the search traffic on Amazon is growing dramatically. People aren't going to Google anymore to say, I want to buy, a spatula. They know, no, I'll just go to Amazon and type that in. And when they go to Amazon, they know they're in a buyer mindset. I'm on Amazon because I want to buy something. So they're that much more prone to being able to buy. And Amazon is constantly optimizing and tweaking their listings to get you the best conversions possible, constantly implementing new programs. They have things like lightning deals, giveaways, enhanced brand content. The list just keeps going and going. Amazon web marketing services. They provide so many tools that it's just really, it's insane to start anywhere else but Amazon right off the bat. And that's what you're doing. So when you're signing up with ASM, what you're doing by the end of ASM is you're going to have a product that's your own brand, upselling on Amazon with a business that is yours. If you want to leave it to your kids, if you want to sell it, we have many students who have sold their businesses for millions of dollars, and then they start over again because it's an incredible business opportunity.
I think this is a cool one. Looks like we have like a husband and wife couple here. So we got Jackie Bustos, who sounds like probably husband, brother, I don't know, but joined with Michael Bustos. So awesome and welcome. We have Lucio Martinez. We've got, there's Michael Bustos commenting also. We've got Nelson. We've got Delcy. We've got Lena. So tons and tons of people. Awesome. So yeah, great to have you with us. So what we'd like to do now is I'll just do a quick recap so we're all on the same page here, and then let's get into some live Q&A. So don't start posting your questions yet, because this thing is absolutely insane. We have about 2,000 comments so far, and so they come in really quickly, so we're going to have to be quick. So don't hold off on the questions right now. I'll queue you up when it's time, and we'll just try to do this as fast as possible. There's no good way to do this. This is pretty insane.
So one thing that I want to make sure people know, too, is what this business model is we're teaching you how to source a product, to to put your own brand on to become your own business. And then in our training, we show you, this isn't just about buying a product and trying to sell at a higher price. We're showing you how to build a business, optimize Amazon, and leverage marketing tools that we have proven that nobody else is teaching on how to rank your product at the top as fast as possible and get long-term business growth out of this. You're learning from people that have been doing this for years, established businesses. You will not get this training anywhere else. And you did a good analogy. There's two ways to look at this. It's like you're on the top of a hill, it's covered with snow. To get to the bottom of the hill, you got two options. You could walk down the hill by yourself really slowly, or you could get in a sled and scoot down. That's what this training is like. It's like giving you that sled. We're giving you the ability to go faster than you would doing it by yourself. When Matt started doing this business back years ago, it took you, 2 years to get to $100,000 a month,
yep.
Right? When he taught me, it took me 4 months. I don't know what else to tell you. When you have someone in your corner showing you how to do it, it's so much faster. Absolutely, you could figure out how to do this on your own. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're probably going to burn through a lot of extra cash. You might get yourself into trouble. That's why we're here, to help hold your hand and walk you through this entire process from A to Z to make sure that you do this right.
I'm still thinking about the sled example because Jason's head immediately goes to the hill being covered in snow. You can tell he's from Canada, whereas I immediately think grass. So I'm like, where's he going with the snow thing? But once again, it shows you that it's actually kind of, it's funny, obviously, but like then, he's from Canada. We have members from over 100 different countries. Rich over here is from the UK. He lives here in Austin, so travels around a lot. We've got members that are, for example, live in Australia. From Australia, they live in Thailand. From Australia, live in Canada. Jason did a lot of this business while living in Canada, selling in the U.S. on Amazon.com. So really, no matter where you live, you can do this business. We'll recommend, and this is the first time we've done this just because of the big changes on Amazon, is that if you live in Europe, we recommend you sell in Europe. If you live in Japan, we recommend you sell in Japan. If you live pretty much anywhere else, we recommend you sell in the U.S. There's a lot of reasons for this. We'll get into it all inside of Amazing Selling Machine. But that's kind of what we recommend. So it's cool because you can do this business literally anywhere. I've been working on this kind of business, in the past, and I've literally, like Jason said, it doesn't mean you don't work. It just means that your life is completely different. I've done this business, put in a few hours of work inside of a hotel in Paris, and then gone out and explored the city with my wife that day. That's a pretty amazing thing. Like, you get your work done, you go live a much better life than just kind of being stuck in some office you probably don't want to be in, working for some company you don't really believe in, and that kind of thing. So that's a big way your life can change with doing this business. I just want
to remind people, so if you haven't done it yet, because we're almost at the end of school, we're going to do some QA right now, right?
Yeah.
But remember, if you haven't done it yet, we're giving away 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. For the way to do that, you can share. You can see people that either share this post or like it. But how many? So what we got 5 of them. We want to give 3 away to the shares and.
Yeah. So sure. Let's do it. We'll do 3 for the shares. So 3 $100 Amazon gift cards for the shares. We'll probably have to do it afterwards because I don't know how we could do it live because we have to get the whole list of people who shared. So we have to basically export the whole list of people who shared. Then we'll private message you on Facebook. So of those people, we'll pick 3 that'll each get a $100 Amazon gift card, and we'll do the same thing for the likes, and we'll give the remaining 2 $100 gift cards to the people who liked the post.
Are we able to update the post to put those names in there too, maybe?
I don't know what you mean.
So can we update the post here?
Oh, yeah, we could probably do that too.
Yeah, because I want to make sure. So remember, what we're going to do is when we pick your name, we're going to PM you. But if we're not friends with you, it'll be hard to see the PM. So we're also going to update this post. So give us a couple hours, come back and refresh this post at that time, and if you're one, your name will be on there.
Yep, absolutely. So before we get into some Q&A, just kind of wanted to recap what we're doing here. So this live call, we're still live. We're literally 20 seconds away from hitting the 2-hour mark. And so we've been live for a couple hours. And so what we've covered so far is really how to go from $0 to $25,000 a month on Amazon with one single product. So if you've joined late, recording will be automatically posted here. You can see all that good stuff, all that content pretty much immediately after, within probably 20 minutes if Facebook has to render the video. So you're going to get all that good content. Then we talked about that's really the tip of the iceberg, and honestly it is. It's the tip of the iceberg when it comes to building this business. We've been doing this for years ourselves. We've been teaching people how to do it for years. We've got massive case studies, massive success stories, more than you could imagine. We really know how this business works, and so we've created years ago a program called Amazing Selling Machine. For the past 18 months, it's been completely closed down. It's open right now for a very short period of time. We don't know when or if we'll ever reopen it again. Like I said, it's been closed for 18 months. So if that gives you any indication, it could be a long time. So anyways, doors are open right now for Amazing Selling Machine. It's actually version ASM 7. Includes 4 components, includes an 8-week online web class, includes mentors you get to get answers from in your business. It also includes a private community and what we call the private resource vault, which is a collection of resources we use in our own businesses, discounts on a lot of stuff, things like freight forwarders and photographers and templates to really speed up your success of this business. You get all of that stuff for $34.97 or 4 payments of $9.97. It's backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, so which basically ends May 29th. Any reason, no matter what, you send us a message, an email, support@amazingsellingmachine.com. Before May 29th, we'll give you a 100% refund on whatever you've paid so far. It's that simple. Nothing else. There's no other hoops or anything like that for that. And then we announced a little bit ago, we're also including what's called the ASM 7 buyback promise, which basically means you have 6 months to do this business risk-free, and as long as you meet the certain requirements, which we're happy to share with you, or you can watch the video earlier when we talked about all this stuff, as long as you meet a few basic requirements that it shows you at least you're giving this thing a try, then we will give you an entire refund, and we will buy back your business and your inventory for up to $1,500. And so literally removes any risk possible. Now, there is one last thing before we get off of here. We also mentioned there's the Mentor Product Selection Bonus, which is only available right now for people watching live. It's not even available if you happen to watch the replay and sign up then. Only until we shut off the live recording, which will be before too long here, is that if you sign up now rather than waiting, because doors do close this Friday at midnight Pacific time. That's the last time you'll have to be able to join. And so if you sign up right now, though, we're just giving you an extra incentive, which is what we call the Private Mentor Product Selection Bonus, which basically means that you have the opportunity to send an experienced mentor. On average, they sold about $1 million on Amazon. You have the opportunity to send them, once you do all your product research and everything, be like, look, these are the 3 products. You have to send them 3 products. These are the 3 products that I think I want to run with, or I could want to run with. These are what I've narrowed the list down to. If you were doing this business yourself, which one product would you select? Gives you that extra degree of certainty. And they'll also let you know, in the rare, hopefully rare case, if none of the products look good. So they'll let you know that too. So this is what we call the Mentor Product Selection Bonus. They'll tell you that if they were doing this business themselves and they were in your shoes, which product they would select. It's an extra bonus on top of everything else you get inside of ASM 7, and it's only available until we shut off the live recording. And to be able to get that bonus, what you need to do, as soon as you sign up, if you sign up right now, is in the comments below, just type in big capital letters, I just joined. Lots of people have already done this, a crazy number actually, but just type in I just joined, and then that'll let us know who needs to get that bonus, allows us to track everything. So make sure you do both of those things. And
yeah, let's read a couple. I see quite a few I just joined showing up there.
Yeah, so we've got, I'll scroll down as far as I can go. It only lets you go so far. So we've got, we talked about a few of those people. We've got Alson, we've got James, we've got, it's Adina saying that, Stella, we've got Stella, we've got Akraf. So yeah, we've got tons of people. Gordy, they just keep coming in.
I love this. Is this real? Thank you for asking that question. I'm serious because, a lot of times, it's hard to trust. We understand that. That's why, first of all, we give right out of the gate the 30-day money-back guarantee. Look, we've been doing this for 5 years now. It's not like we're brand new. We've been doing this for 5 years. The reason why we haven't been for sale lately is for 18 months ago, we shut the doors. We always will do a launch and then shut the door. And usually we would do them about every 6 months. But 18 months ago, we decided, no, we're shutting the doors now because so much is changing with Amazon. We need to refocus and really start focusing on our own businesses. Now we are 18 months later, and it's time, and we're ready, and it's everything is fully updated. It's a 100% brand new, fully updated course. You get 8 weeks. For this module, how it works is there's 4 components. First of all, it's the 8-week web class. So the online web class where you join starting on Saturday when Module 1 kicks off, you're going to have access to 8 modules. Now, they drip once a week, and in each module covers a specific topic. Each module is also made up of about 10 to 15 videos that are between 5 to 15 minutes long. Each video has an accompanying training PDF that complements the video so that for people that are more, whether you're audio, visual, or you need both, we've got you covered. Plus, we've got the Q&A system. So if you're on a lesson and you need a question about that lesson you're not sure of, you ask. Plus, we have our trainers and our mentors. So you've got, let me back up, so you've got the 8-week online web class. With that, you also have the 8 weekly calls. So we have a coaching call at the end of each module that is a live coaching call, making sure we answer every one of your questions. The idea is we want you, so at the end of every module, to be completely sure on what the next step is. But everything is recorded and live. So for example, let's say you join and then 2 weeks from now you get sick, you get the flu, whatever it is, or maybe, anything happens. Maybe you go on a vacation that was unexpected. Don't worry. You just come back when you're ready. Everything's recorded. Everything's waiting for you. It's not like you only have 8 weeks to do this. Just we've broken it up into 8 modules because we realize we don't want to jam it smaller than that because it'll be too overwhelming. And it doesn't need to be any longer than that. We've divided it into 8 modules to be the right length. But you can come and go at it as it fits your schedule. And after the 8 weeks, you can keep coming back into it. So that's part 1. Part 2, you've got the mentors. So we have a group of amazing people that are all running their own Amazon physical products business that on average are mentors of doing about $1 million in sales on Amazon. They're there dedicating time every day during these next 8 weeks and longer to ensure that there's anything you need help with, they're there. You'll see in the community, they'll say hashtag ASM mentor, so you know it's a mentor. So you have them in there watching you, making sure you're getting answers to questions. We don't want you posting a question and having to wait 2 days for an answer. We're going to have answers for you as soon as possible because we know how important time is. So that's the second component. The third component is our community. You get lifetime access. Again, that's really driving home the point. This isn't about just 8 weeks. This is about lifetime access to a community.